Welcome to the 2024 SYC Coastal Classic, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Planet Fun in Charlotte, South Carolina, it's the 2024 SYC Coastal Classic.
All right, SYC families, welcome to the 8th annual SYC Coastal Classic, live from Planet Fun. My name is Blair Blumenscheid. Storm fans, if you are tuning in today, you're in for a real treat. We will be watching some of the best bowlers from the country compete in the SYC Coastal Classic. It's 2024. It's our longest running tournament. It's a fan favorite. Everyone loves coming to this event here at Planet Fun and Little River, both bowling centers, North Carolina, South Carolina. We cover the coast, if you will. We have 183 bowlers competing this weekend at this event. See Mr. Nathan Thazier stepping up here on lane 29. Great shot. I'm pulling up some bios on the youth athletes, but we are so excited to be back in the coastal Carolinas for another great event. We had our annual beach party last evening where the families got to enjoy some fun in the sun. Our hosts, of course, Planet Fun and Little River, are the two bowling centers bowlers will be competing at this weekend. We will be live streaming from Planet Fun. And then after the bowlers compete in their center this morning, they'll bowl 5 games, and then they move over and bowl an additional 5 games in the afternoon. And then at the end of the day today, we will make a cut and cut to the top half of each division where the advancers will come back and bowl on Sunday morning. Mike Sinek is making his way into the booth.
Good morning.
There's no crisis yet, so Mike, we both can be in here so far.
Good morning.
Mike, I'm pulling up the lane assignments here to try to see all of the bowlers that we are watching. Here we go. All right, so on 27 and 28, we have, of course, Kai Struthers stepping up. Popcorn is his nickname.
Popcorn.
And we also have Grant Taylor. Also on that pair is Colin Taggart, Brian Talbot, Joss Weems, and Michael Talion. On 29 and 30, we have Landon Wendell, McKellen Gagney, Nathan Thiesier, Xavier Castaneda, Elliot Gordon, and Harrison White. And then, of course, on our end pair, 31 and 32, we have Alejandro Castaneda, Harper Burnett, Seth Bazulik, Colton Adams, Sebi Vetter, and Jaden Carter. These are the bowlers that we're watching this morning.
Excellent.
And Coach Pat is in with Cookie Lady.
There you go.
I'm calling her Coach. She's now our coach, our cookie coach.
She's our nutritional guidance coach.
Yes. The cookies have been devoured.
The chocolate chip cookies are awesome.
There are still some left. I can't believe it, but there are.
Now, the other squad had, we got to say something to the other squad. So,
I guess.
Got some good talent down on these three pairs today.
We really do.
Yep.
They're bowling on a longer pattern. It's 40.
6.
Oh, I thought I made it without dropping something, but I didn't. 46 feet.
Yep, 46.
And 29 mils. It's long.
So that's a medium to high volume with a medium long distance. And as we well know, for those of you that have been here at Planet Fun, the lane surface in here, pair to pair, is quite interesting. This is more of a shot maker's house. People who can adapt quicker to whatever is in front of them makes a big difference.
Yeah, we need to discuss this nickname that Planet Fun has. I don't like it.
I'm not a fan either.
Planet No Fun is what people call it. And I'm like, no. We love having fun at Planet
We
Fun.
do. Planet Fun's awesome.
Planet Fun is awesome.
Yeah, the main issue is, once again, it's pair to pair. There are some pairs that have some topographical differences, but all centers do nowadays. The average age of lane beds across the country is almost 20 plus years old now. So with that age and the amount of usage that the lanes get, they do have pair-to-pair issues. There are lane-to-lane issues. Some of the top pros will tell you in their videos that you play each lane individually, and you're lucky if you get a matched pair. But you got to look for the nuances on each. Wow.
Did you see the messenger Xavier just threw?
Wow.
Xavier from San Antonio bowls at Skylark Bowling Center, 17 years old.
Yep.
He won the Texas High School Regionals last year. He also plays soccer when he's not bowling.
Yes.
He's 17 and he throws wicked messengers.
Wicked messengers. He's very strong. His dad was stationed at Fort Meade in Maryland for a while. His dad was in the Navy.
Yeah.
So he and his brother both bowled at my center, and he has always been exceptionally strong. And that messenger was really epic.
That was ridiculous. Mr. Sebi here, past SYC champion. Also, Elliot Gordon, a past SYC champion. But Sebi took a little break from bowling. But his mom told me today that he is totally recommitted.
Nice.
He's a freshman in high school. He would not allow his mother to drive to the beach early because he needed to go to school. To which she said, I really couldn't argue.
Don't argue with that one. That's fine. Education first, always.
Yes. Beach second, I guess.
Beach, bowling second, yes. Right.
Because I think the parents look forward to coming to this tournament almost as much as the kids do, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. The beach party last night was so much fun.
Oh,
Watching
blast.
people playing in the sand and actually swimming in the ocean.
Yeah.
You see the pictures on Storm's junior page from last night. Glow sticks all over the place.
It was great.
Yeah, that was kind of neat.
Mac and his dad this year, as he gets that turkey,
Nice.
they took a big road trip together and had so much fun. And they actually road tripped out to Idaho
Nice.
and got to see Storm also.
Excellent.
So, yeah, it was a big trip and a lot of fun. And they're going to Louisiana next month. So
Very nice. We'll see them there.
they're on the SYC tour.
Yes, if you ever get a chance to get out to Storm headquarters, please call in advance.
Yes, please.
The Memory Lane Bowling Ball Museum just opened. So in addition to all of the cool bowling balls in the Storm lobby and a chance to actually take a tour of the production facilities at headquarters, the Memory Lane Bowling Ball Museum is amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing.
That's a 4-bagger for Mr. Nathan Thazier there. There's Alejandro. He's the mini messenger.
Yes.
That's what I'm nicknaming him. Mini messenger.
I like it.
He's also from San Antonio, in case you were wondering.
Yep.
He won the Double Oaks tournament in handicap, and he outscored the Scratch Bowlers division with a 1700 series. He has joined cross country this year.
Nice.
And wants to say hi to his grandma Susie, siblings JR, and Saria, and family and friends back home in Texas and Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a very fun connection to our friend Pat, who does our voiceovers
Yes.
for the SYC and all of our live streams. And Pat bowls in San Antonio and knows the Castanedas.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
They're a great family.
Can't trip a 4 though.
No. Nope. But if you want a pin flying back across at 25 miles an hour,
Talk to Xavier.
he's your guy.
Yeah. Grant Taylor's having a rough go to start the day. He's kind of, it's not matching up. Lefty, you can speak to this.
Hey. Well, we were working with a couple of the lefties yesterday during the practice session, and on the left side in here with this pattern, it's all about speed. The smoother the speed is, and the more controlled you are with your ball speed, the easier the pattern is to read. It's not an easy pattern to read. It's still a
hard
sports shot, and it's
Yes.
still hard. But it's all about speed. So for you left-handers out there, watch Mr. Elliott Gordon on lane 30.
Junior gold champion this year,
Junior gold champion.
reigning in the U15 division.
Yep. Trip 6.
He grows a foot every time I see him.
Yep. He's tall. But as you can see with that shot, he didn't throw it exceptionally hard. He just got through it cleanly and let it roll.
I just love Mac's release.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
so good.
It is fun to watch. The level of talent is amazing.
So, Mike, you and your wife Deb are here this weekend. You are the Scorpions, as we call you, scorekeepers, of course.
Yes.
We want to thank you for volunteering your time this weekend.
This is fun.
Even if you're wearing a Tiger jersey, I'll let that slide.
Team Tiger.
I know. I'm so sad. I wanted my Shark jersey. Colton's wearing the Shark jersey.
Yep.
Our friends from Coolwick, we're missing you guys this weekend, thinking about all of the people affected by the hurricane this week.
Yes.
Our friends are from Tampa, so they are not here this weekend. So my buddy G won't be in the booth, unfortunately.
Yep. Missing G and Nick and everybody.
But there sure are a lot of beach-themed Coolwick jerseys out there already this weekend. So
Very nice.
the young Joss Weems just
Weems.
off camera.
Nice.
Nice strike there.
Yeah, I wanted to hopefully get a chance to have a chat with Josh this week because he bowled the Lucky Larson Masters this year.
Yes.
I'd like to see how his trip to Sweden went. I think Brady went also.
He did.
So I want to talk to them.
And Mateo, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 3 here that all bowled. I think they loved it so much that Mateo's dad and the team behind, I believe Joss's family is involved too. They have a new gratitude tournament coming in honor of course, our dear friend, Dr. Weems, who passed nearly a year ago.
Yep.
And actually a year ago. And they're taking a tournament to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, I saw the flyer for that. Excellent.
Yes, and it's modeled after the Lucky Larson, that format. They liked it so much. They're
Very
like,
cool.
we want to run a youth tournament like that. So
That's awesome.
great way to honor our friend. And I believe entries go on sale for that on Tuesday. So if you're listening and you're a family, that's what's happening there. You know what? Kai Struthers, his nickname's Popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to tell Mom we need some popcorn to inspire Mr. Kai here today. He looks a little sleepy.
Yep. Well, the left in here is not the easiest, and he's playing out.
Yeah.
Whereas Mr. Gordon here is playing a little further in. Recommended strategy in here is to play a little further toward the middle part of the lane, whether you're both either left-handed or right-handed, is to try to play a little further in.
Keep those angles a little tighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't give up too much of the lane.
Ooh, Grant found something.
Nice. And if you look at the shape of the pattern, the oil is more concentrated toward the middle part of the lane as well. So your goal when you have a pattern like this, which is kind of narrow towards the end of the pattern, is to stay close to where the applied oil is, so that if you miss toward the middle, you get a little bit of a ride. And if you miss out just a little, you have friction. So it gives you the best of both worlds.
I like it.
All right. Here comes Mr. Teaser going for 6 in a row. I'm going to see if I'm the black cloud this time.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be the black cloud.
I said nothing. You're not
no
the black cloud. Let's
Excellent.
go.
Yeah.
Our friend Jack, I believe, is watching. Nate's dad, he couldn't make it this weekend, so we're thinking of him, his whole family. Nate's sister, of course, Caroline, bowled the SYCs.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of our first champions back in the day. I'm trying to spill everything over here today. I'm not. You know how my day started.
Yes.
So we're.
Oh, I knocked over a coffee mug a little earlier, too, so
Oh, my goodness.
I think we're taking turns.
I don't know what's happening to me. Having a day. I want a 1% of Xavier's speed. Just one. I only need 1%.
Yep.
Do you think he'll share?
He'd be happy to share. He's super nice.
He won't miss it.
Yeah.
I love Alejandro with his short jersey.
Yes. Back when Alejandro was in the U12 division, he and 2 other bowlers would lead the dance contest because you had to have a dance if you struck.
Ah,
And
nice.
yes, at the Super Slam a couple of years ago, he had all the U12s lined up in a row, sitting right behind the lane.
Yeah.
And it was just so much fun to watch. He's got that personality.
It's Mr. Harper. Harper looks sharp today. He is dressed to a T. He gets that mean 10 pin out.
Yep. That is a tall bowler.
Yeah, no kidding.
He has a tall father. I'll just let you know that. I'm talking to his dad earlier.
That was a rough break for Mr. Grant over there. Thought maybe you would get a pin to help him. No dice. If I'm Harper, I'm going, I really don't want to shoot at this bear, but I really want to make this bear too.
Yep.
That looks pretty, oh, hold on.
Oh.
I thought it was close.
Yep. It's tough on this pattern.
So tough.
key to making that spare is to hit the back pin in pretty much straight on. That's what you want to do. You want to hit the pin in the back straight on. If you do that, you get the front one automatically.
Oh, that's why I miss it all the time.
A lot of folks focus on the front pin when the back pin is the danger.
Yes. All right, Mr. Nate.
Let's go.
Stepping up.
Let's go.
Little bit in.
Right in the corner.
Still a great shot.
Now, Miss Anna Anthony told me today that she is predicting at least one perfect game in this morning's squad.
She is. Good to know.
Yep.
I did see she got her removable tattoo off.
Yes. I got mine.
Oh,
off.
nice.
Yes.
See, it is possible. We had some Storm removable tattoos going around last night. Parents, for any children that may have gotten a face tattoo, it was not me that put it on. I'm taking no responsibility. All right, here's Mr. Kai going for a double.
Yep. Still playing
So
out.
smooth.
He is smooth, and the messenger.
Money. Let's go, Kai. Kai's my spirit animal. It's just like so chill all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's all right. That's all right. He said it. He goes, I'm throwing one left, one right. Yeah.
Got to keep it in that little zone. If you're in that little zone, your ball has a chance to strike.
True story.
And one of the other things, these bowlers, even at this young age, are very perceptive about some of the parts of the lane play that most league bowlers don't often see, or they only notice once in a while. Yesterday during the practice session, some of the bowlers were mentioning the age of the pins, that these pins are relatively new, and that they were actually excited by the fact that the pins are relatively new because of the carry is a little more consistent with slightly new pins.
Gotcha.
Now, with newer pins, the bottoms are a little flatter, so it's harder to trip a 4-pin or a 6-pin. Sometimes it's a little harder to get the corners out, but the carry is more consistent. Nice shot. Nice recovery. All right, we have Mr. Josh Weems up on lane 28. Right there.
So smooth.
Right there.
Mrs. Weems and Mrs. Schrothers over here are having the time of their life. I want to go sit by them. No offense, Mike. I love sitting by you too, but
that's fine.
they're just like laughing and talking. That's the best part. The parents make friends. The kids make friends. Great shot by Nate.
Yep.
Still on 279 pace.
Very nice. Out of trouble. And we talked yesterday about the importance of spare shooting, especially when you're on a tougher pattern.
Yes.
Where, 6 and 7 baggers are not guaranteed. So when you leave something, clean it up.
Michael Talion with that spare. 28. Solid.
Here comes Mr. Elliot Gordon on lane 30.
He just has so much power in his game.
Yep.
These two-handed bowlers, they're just different. It's a different, what's the right, over the years, we had Osku and Jason and Anthony Simonson, and they're all different, right? Their styles are different, and now you see the kids, everyone is different. It's almost like one-handed back in the day, where every bowler is different, and just because you bowl two-handed, you can't say, oh, I bowl like Belmo.
No, there's 6 or 7 different styles of two-handed, no thumb, whichever way you prefer to dial it in. Whether you use both hands or you use one hand and lay the ball on your forearm. You have two-handers that are bent way over. There are two-handers of more traditional physical form.
I don't like that out of bounds.
No.
I'm afraid that out of bounds is going to get more defined as the day goes on.
Yes. It'll be interesting in seeing in games 4 and 5 today how far left the players get.
Yes.
The volume is long enough and high enough that I don't think we're going to be lofting gutter capping.
Yeah.
But I do honestly think that there could be some players
very
that are
far
going to
left.
get way left.
And as we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, the bowlers here are bowling on 5 games. Then they're moving over to Little River, bowling 5 more. And then we're cutting to the top half of the field.
Yep.
Oh, good try, Mac.
Yep.
It bounced into the gutter. He needed it like 6 inches the other way.
Well, it's coming back. Now with the, of course, for those of you on the live stream, the games 4 and 5 will mostly be U12.
True.
So,
I can't wait.
If there's anybody lofting the gutter in U12, bye.
Bam Bam might. I could see Bam Bam doing it. Oh, great try by Colton there to pick that up. I had his bio. I know he just got done, so anyone's still watching. Colton Adams from Chesapeake. He loves producing music and is published on Apple Music and Spotify already.
Hello.
Colton Adams, everyone, and hi to Dad and Nana. So if anybody needs a new musician to follow, I do. So I'm going to go talk to Colton and say, Colton, let me find you.
When I was that age, I was just trying to get through a day of school.
These kids are so talented.
Oh, my goodness.
I just can't even. Every time I pull up a bio, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing nothing with my life. I'll be over here.
Yeah, did I waste my time?
Xavier again with that strike. Popcorn is popping.
There you go. Let's go.
Kai is striking out. Oh, I jinxed him. That's not a... I would say anything above 175 right now, I'm taking at this house.
Yep.
We got a 237 by our friend. Oh, that was Mr. Joss Weems with the 237 on that pair.
Okay. There's a 254 over there as well. Letter
E on the next pair. That was Mateo.
Okay.
So Mateo and Joss off to a strong start. Colin Taggart on that pair shot on 27-28 shot 193. Again, I'm saying anything above 175 because I'm not seeing a lot of high scores. I see like a 215.
Although I have Nate Peaser down here who can punch out for 279.
there's always an outlier, and today it's thing.
What's up?
Skip two. All right, Mr. Cynic. I
Time to
think
go to
it is
scores.
time to go do scores and help the bowlers find their next pair.
Scorpion attack.
All right, we'll keep the stream updated on Mr. Thaser. So hopefully you don't jinx him by leaving.
I'm trying not to.
Mike will be back later today, I'm sure. So we'll see you later. All right. Great shot by Mac. Nice strike. It's Jaden Carter here finishing up on lane 31. Nice strike to start. Going for a double. Good try. He's playing it a little to the right, but like Mike said, keeping those angles tight. With a spare, he can bowl. He can shoot 198. Very solid game to start. Mac here had some unfortunate splits that were tricky for him in his game, but he still will. With this strike, can shoot 200. It was a great shot or a great game. Elliot Gordon finished with 225, and Mac shoots 200 on the nose. Brooklyn for Harrison for a 196. The Pins do not care. They fell down. That's another strike for Nate. All right, after this game, we will be taking a short break so that the bowlers can move to their next pair of lanes. They will be skipping 2 pair so that we'll get to see more bowlers throughout the day. .266 game for Nathan. Gets a not bad from a fan in the back. So with that, we will take a very short break while we wait for the bowlers to make their way down here. And stay tuned for more fun from Planet Fun.
Nice.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I am now joined by Mr. Brian McDonough.
Hey, everybody out there in TV land
Yes.
and Blair.
Thank you.
B-Lair.
B-Lair. Thank you.
We're in the B-Lair.
Brady, I dropped his last name this morning.
Okay.
I killed it.
Oh,
He's
what'd
just
you do?
a bowling science kid.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, Cher.
Yeah. Everyone knows him. He gets recognized in airports.
Yeah, he's just Brady. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got picked out in the airport in the luggage claim. It was that was amazing.
Who says bowling's not trending?
I know.
I think it's. I think we're good.
Everybody likes bowling.
Yeah, exactly. So, so Mr. Brady, what did he shoot game one?
A little struggle,
Okay.
205. Yeah,
Yeah.
went strike open, and moved right, and got some 9 spares and strikes after that. So not a disaster.
No,
Mateo was 250 something, I think, on his same pair. So had the front 7 or 8 or something like that.
I was quoted in game one of saying, if you shoot above 175, I would take it.
Okay.
175 was my bar because
For you.
For just watching the scores in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some people have a little higher bar, but game one it looked hard already.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
It was hit and miss. There
Yeah.
were some people dialed in. So Mateo, I think he was throwing an absolute power,
Nice.
kind of like 10 or 15 out to 10, just rolling it up, and it looked pretty good.
That's what the people we
Yeah.
said that were keeping the angles a little tighter
Yes.
seem to be performing a little better.
Keep it tight on the fresh.
Yes.
And this is a long too, so
Yeah.
definitely, you don't
And
want
it's
to open
Planet,
it up.
Planet Fun.
It is Planet Fun.
Yeah, I don't know about this nickname. Wait, we need to. Who gave this nickname of Planet No Fun?
I don't
this
know.
bowling
I
center?
don't know. I'm gonna call it out. I first heard it from Stephanie Alexander since Keegan's out of youth bowling now. So
Stephanie.
yeah, she told me first.
No, I don't like
Although
it.
Keegan won here, I think he
Yeah.
won his first SYC here. So
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know what she's complaining about.
Absolutely. All right. On this pair, we got Elijah McFlane,
Yes,
who his father is the president of Chick-fil-A.
he is. Every meal, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
He's my personal hero. I want to see his
Me too.
points.
Well,
wanna
he
see.
told me one time. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
okay.
This was years ago because I was like, and they basically know him. Like they know him when he comes
Oh,
in.
I bet, yeah.
Like he's just a regular. Like he's not actually president of Chick-fil-A for anyone listening, but he's like
Maybe an
their
honorary-
number one favorite.
yeah.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like the guy that does social media.
Mhm.
But if he was, Chick-fil-A would be using him
Oh
in
yeah,
their marketing.
absolutely.
But
Oh,
like we should
100%.
make him into the Chick-fil-A influencer.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Actually, put Brady on that.
Okay.
Brady's
Get
in
him
charge.
the Chick-fil-A endorsement. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was telling me about it one time, and I forget why, but he ended up having to go to a Chick-fil-A in a hospital because it was the only one that was open
Oh, I
around.
remember he told me
Yeah.
that story too.
Yeah.
That was a good one. You know, this is his last SYC.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is he going to be?
This is not your
gonna
last
age out?
SYC, no?
No,
We
he's got a whole other. We have a whole other year.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Don't rush out on us.
Heck, we've got one next month. So
Yeah, good.
Louisiana, the closest one to us.
I meant this is his last Coastal Classic. Let me rephrase.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think he could attend some additionals.
Yeah, up
but
until so
yeah.
it's his last U18 year
yeah,
for
sad.
Elijah. Yeah.
Very sad.
I know, yeah. All the ones that were coming up, I mean, Brady started bowling these in 2018 or 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
And all those U12 kids have gone all the way up, and now it's Brady's second year in U18, and
Insane.
Mateo and Joss their
Insanity.
first U18 year, the big kids.
It's so weird.
It's crazy. Yeah, I know.
I can't get used to it. So also on this pair we have Mr. Ryan Lang, Adam
Yep.
Brewer.
He's up right now.
Okay, perfect. And
Trying to come back after an open.
what do you do?
He 3610. The unmakeable 3610. But I believe in him. He's got this.
And then of course we have Brady, another Brady. Brady.
Yeah, we've got
How do you
dueling
pronounce-
Brady's.
How do you pronounce his last
I
name?
would say Provo.
Okay. All right, let's do
I would
it.
go all French on it.
Let's go. That was a pretty decent shot. Hooked on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Make a little move.
Yeah, looks like we might be getting to the trans. Oh, he picked it up. He made
did.
the unmakeable 3610.
The unmakeable.
There should be a like a pin for a patch for that.
For 3610.
For the
I'm feeling
3610.
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it. We also on the main live stream pair, 29 and 30, Ian Hornscheid, Bryson Kincaid, Garrett Johnson, Matthew Kiker, Jacob Hollins, and James Hutchinson. Now, Garrett Johnson, I believe, is one of our bowlers celebrating a birthday this weekend.
Hey, all right.
We just, 10/15. So close to the weekend.
15.
That's
Oh,
his
October
birthday.
15th.
Yes,
Okay,
October 15th.
all right.
I have my
I was
handy
gonna
dandy
say if
list.
you got it down to the exact time, hour and minute, that's oddly specific.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. Maybe his mom's watching and can let us know.
Oh,
Garrett's
nice
got-
shot, Garrett. A little light mixer there.
He's got some
Early
cool
double.
outfit matching going on.
He
Like
does.
the
He's-
shoes.
He's
the
got the
jersey.
Zelio
Yeah,
brand, the new jersey brand that's out.
absolutely.
So James up on 30, working on a spare. First shot on this pair.
Can't get the
All right,
forward trip.
Yeah, a little high 4-pin. And that is the experience of Planet Fun that we've noticed is pair to pair. It's the Forrest Gump of bowling. You
Yeah.
never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, box of chocolate or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I love it.
So if you can go to a new pair and start off with a strike or a 9, it's a pretty good start. And we've got two guys, A and B here on our main pair, starting off with a double.
I would again any strike I'm taking today. Long patterns are not my friend, so I feel for the bowlers that also feel like that. Brady probably loves long patterns.
He likes a good long pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think he's pretty even, kind of amongst all the SYC patterns.
Okay. Yeah, you guys would know. You are the true
Been to
analyst.
yeah, we
analyze.
haven't done any analysis on the scores though.
This year. What are you waiting on?
Yeah, at all, really. It's just kind of whatever. It's like Belmo says. It's like I scored exactly what I was supposed to.
Okay. Well, it's a new look. We're not analyzing.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, it's just it's whatever happened happened.
That's funny stuff. Now, what is the applications that you guys you use Bowl Metrics obviously because
Yeah, we have Bowlmetrics, the official scoring partner. That's what I see.
absolutely. Now, do you use any additional like lane talk or anything?
We do. We've
Yeah.
got Lane Talk, and we were just at where were we last week? At North Rock, and they are a Lane
Oh,
Talk
yeah.
center,
Nice.
so it makes it easier instead of having to track every shot and with some of the other cool apps like Pin Pal. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people use. Yeah, you can just hang out and watch, and at the end of the day, just go select your games, and it gives you all your spare percentages and everything. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now, are you a lane talk pro user?
We are Lane
Yes.
Talk Pro
Okay.
users.
All right,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. we're a
I do
big
enjoy it.
fan.
I enjoy a good lane talk. I was watching lane talk last weekend because there was a tournament in Utah,
Mhm.
and one of my league teammates was bowling, and I was at breakfast with his wife,
Mhm.
and we were watching as he guttered, and then there was a lot of texting going on after because I do enjoy the good frame by frame.
Yeah,
too,
yeah, you got the frame by frame.
yeah.
Yeah, you can spy on other people's scores
It's
live.
fantastic.
You
Yeah,
don't have
it
to
is
walk
true.
around. Yeah,
Yeah, we
it
were.
comes in handy.
I don't know why I was on Lane Talk this week. I was on it in Myrtle Beach, and I just like logged in, and Myrtle Beach Bowl is one of the Lane Talk centers here,
Oh, okay. Mhm.
and I was watching random people open bowling.
You just want to feel good
entertaining.
about
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Watch the 3, 4 scores and all that.
Well, and the names were killing me too.
Oh,
like,
the names are great.
They were
Yeah.
not real names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Pirate
this is-
Bob.
I'm like, I want to go. I told Leanne, I'm like, I'm gonna go bowl with them. I'm just gonna go hang out. They seem to be having
Yeah,
a
it seemed
good
like
time.
yeah, they're having fun.
Bryson with the Belmont spare ball, gold Belmont.
The gold one, yeah.
Yeah.
See, and he made his spare too. So it works. Worth every penny.
We have a really cool spare ball coming out. I don't normally promote spare balls.
Oh.
However,
Is this Gary? What's going on here with the leak?
No.
Blair the leaker.
This is like it's out. Everyone knows
it's
that.
public.
I'm not spoiling.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm just saying that it's good. It's really cool. Actually, it's not available yet. It's going to be available October 17th.
Ooh, so it's coming
I
up.
think. I'm making up that date, but it's in the teen range. The Jester, the Roto
Grip
Jester.
one. Okay, yeah.
It's.
I saw
cool.
Carolyn throwing that.
Yeah. It's 2 colors. One side is red and one side is black, and so you can drill it either to spin or to spin.
You can drill it to spin.
But
Blair's Pro Shop Corner.
Yeah. You can. I don't know what the other word would be. Like, the colors can look different, basically.
Right, to swirl or to.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now. Yeah. So anyway, but it's really neat. Chris Schlemmer did a great job designing this. It's been a trend in golf, I guess. The 2-color.
Oh really?
Golf ball.
Huh.
So we're bringing it to bowling.
Okay. Have you tried dimples?
No.
No, that's probably wouldn't work out.
We do in the core. AI core technology, but I wonder how that would be all over the bowling ball.
Be probably noisy and irritating after a while.
Yeah, it's hard enough when you hit your thumb hole, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Although the gesture ball, it would be cool. You could use it as a training aid, so you could drill it so it doesn't swirl. So
Right.
if you're right on your axis point where you're supposed to be, you can tell.
yeah.
It'll just roll straight.
Now, here's your spoiler. We did film a video with Carolyn on the 2 ways to drill the ball, and I believe they filmed one like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Swirl and we call it split. So red's on
Split.
one side,
There
white's
you
on the other.
I like that. Yeah. So we'll see how it. I have not seen the video. I just saw the filming
Okay.
and heard about it. But the swirls in bowling balls has been a very popular topic, believe it or not. The Ion Max, the pores.
I've heard about that. Yeah, it's controversial having the white in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've seen the Storm plant, so you know that every bowling ball is like a little snowflake. A
It is.
human pours it.
I've seen that guy, and I don't know if he's going to retire soon, but man, that's the job that I want. I don't know. Is it part time? It's probably full time.
It is
That's
full
the
time.
only.
Yeah. You stand
Yeah.
there and
He's
pour.
sitting there, or he sits.
Well,
He's like
that's
the
true.
only guy who gets to sit in the whole plant. He
Yep.
sits there with the
Dyes.
yeah,
And
the resin,
the
yeah,
cover stock material. Yeah.
cover stock material.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And he poured every single one. It's that guy. It's
Yeah.
like what a cool job that is. Like,
Yep. And he tries.
I don't know.
And
Can
the
you
color,
like twist it and it gets different swirls on it? Yeah.
That is what they're saying. Because I asked Corbett and he said it's not intentional. It's just they can. With
Yeah, give it a little. Yeah.
Right. And they
A
have
little
the
extra.
ball they're matching in the middle, so they know what color it's supposed to
What they're
look
going
like.
for.
Right.
Mhm.
But I think, hey, be creative.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
No, you have to let me know if he ever decides to retire.
I'll let you know. We'll keep you on. We'll keep you on call. Matt McNeil was visiting last week. Was it last week? When we had our big grand opening of
Yeah, the museum.
our museum,
Yeah,
which was fantastic. We had a whole bunch of people visiting, but Matt McNeil, he disappeared for like 4 hours, like like gone.
Uh-oh.
And he comes back up, and he's like, "I just spent some time on the line." So he was in the boxing
Oh, okay.
area. You know, when you ask, if you
Those
can-
guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and he also said he got kicked out because he was going too slow.
That's what I'm. Yeah,
yeah.
they can. It's like a magic trick. It's like
Yeah.
bam, it's a box.
Yeah. So because it was reaching near the end of the day, and they're like, Matt,
They're
you're-
running behind.
Come on.
We gotta go.
You're out. But yeah, so basically, if you ever volunteer to help, you do get put in that area, and even then, you
Yeah,
cannot
you
keep
got.
up.
Yeah,
You have to work your way up
yeah,
to your
yeah. They were
cover
amazing.
stock.
It was like a whole. like a flow. It was like cup stackers. If you ever watch the cup stacker videos, they're just in this flow of
Oh, yeah.
putting. They're just open the box and ball bag goes in and it's sealed up.
Highly recommending touring Storm HQ if you're ever in the area.
Absolutely.
Come on out to Utah. It's on the way to nothing.
It is on the way to nothing. There's not much out there.
But if you're in Vegas, it's a quick 7-hour drive.
Yeah,
Well,
just right there.
Yeah. It's fun. My college friend, I say that because my college friend was driving. She's driving from Montana to Ohio, and she was driving through Utah randomly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure how she made her path. They were doing some sightseeing along the way, but somehow she figured, or maybe she made Utah because there was a free house to stay at.
That could be, yeah.
But she texted me, and she goes, "You live in the middle of nowhere." And I'm like, yes.
Well,
yes, I
especially,
do,
coming
thanks.
down from the north, there's not a lot happening.
Yeah. But I love Utah. It's great. It's a great place to live.
It's a pretty place.
And Brady strikes.
There we go. He loved it too. It was.
Yeah.
This is
head in
exactly
hand.
what he wanted to have happen.
Now, when I stole you for the live stream, are you still filming? Is there a camera set up?
No, I'm being lazy. Yeah, I didn't.
you're
Yeah,
missing a
I didn't
game.
bring
Look.
any. I know.
Our Chick-fil-A ambassador came with a message.
Yeah. Brady got called for holding on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was expecting that to hook, and it did not.
Yeah.
But hey, every shot's a little information, so now you got some hold there in the middle.
It's a good thing to find.
Yes.
Finding hold is the key to success.
Find the hook and play the hold. All right, so we got James here, 5th frame, lane 29. That looks good. He's playing the hold.
Yeah, he
that
is.
could be the key right there.
I like that shot.
Just simple. Just if you pretend that the 14 board is the 8 board, you could do a lot better than you think you can out
Oh
here.
dear. Listen, my league scores this year, not good.
Aw.
The A board is not in play.
It's not.
Yeah.
They change it up on you.
Oh, they really, and it just, it's not good. There's one under 150 game every week at this point.
Wow.
So transition is not going very.
Yeah.
I need to learn from the kids. Every time I come here, I watch them and I go, yeah, that's really good.
You gotta move left a little bit sometime.
Yeah,
It's a house shot league.
it is house shot.
House shot league.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
is house
Yeah.
shot. And it's a house shot league where they favor people that want to throw it straight at the gutter.
Oh, okay.
That's not my game.
Yeah.
Some of these young men, though, they would bowl very well there.
Yep. Yeah.
But-
just stand left, throw it right, get it
Yeah.
to the friction, and
But then the thing is, though, these kids are so good when they get on house shots. It is hard.
Brady struggles on a house shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the cliff on it and
Transition.
all the hold in the middle, the
Yeah.
friction out to the right. It's just baffling.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, the gutters hook so much.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
our
yes, they
center.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, and it favors bigger angles, which these kids are like today, right? They're keeping really tight angles.
Tighten it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not exactly what they are trained to do. It's the big wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. Junior gold and these lower ratio patterns. You keep it tight.
Yeah.
Tighten up like what is it? Archie Bell and the Drells
Jeez.
from Houston, Texas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you
uh-huh.
go. There you go. Now you're
Do the
bringing
tighten
some-
up. That's what I'm talking about.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
All right. So Matthew on the front 4 there. He's got a tough. And not going to bounce it out.
I thought he was gonna try to get more angle. I think he was going for it. but
Yeah,
it
I think he
just
found the hold that he
didn't
didn't
want to
want.
find.
Yeah.
There is that OB. Like if you're too far left and find the holds,
Yeah.
No
and
fun.
It just keeps going.
yeah, that especially on this pair. I remember 29 and 30 being really mean last year.
Yeah, I think 29 and 30. are tough. I think 31 and 32. I heard the house records on 31 and 32.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan Thazier just shot like 260 on 29
Okay.
and 30.
That was
so
him. I saw that score. I didn't know
that
who
gave
it was.
me hope,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I know. Well, sometimes you get that 15 minutes of practice, so you know, like, okay, I've got, this for at least 3 or 4 frames.
Yeah.
And it can just keep going and end up with a nice 260. That'll, I would think, put him probably in the lead after game 1.
I would
think
hope.
so, yeah.
I mean, like the scores I believe are going to be relatively medium. Let's say medium. We're going medium scores. I think there'll be some high games, but
yeah,
I think the
here
girls,
and there, there'll be some low games too.
I
Yeah,
really
no,
do
the
think
girls
the
are doing it.
girls are going to have a challenge on this because it doesn't seem like maybe the guys are. Sometimes the guys help the girls because they burn
Yeah.
up some, but
Usually it's the other way around, though.
Yeah,
I think
the
the boys
hold.
like playing
Yeah.
after the girls.
yeah.
Because if the boys burn up the fronts for them, that's going to be bad news.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm
Yeah.
afraid, especially since I'm seeing the boys already starting to move left.
Yeah.
Game 2.
Yeah.
That doesn't really bode well for the girls.
No, that's a bad sign.
Yeah. Because some girls can move left.
Yeah, we're seeing that more and more.
Yeah.
The two-hand girls.
Yeah. Anna Anthony.
Yeah, we've got Anna, we've got Katie.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2
few.
I've seen on this squad, I think.
Yeah, I think those are the main. Oh, Taylor Kretz is on the squad too.
Yeah,
Taylor,
I said
yep.
Katie, that's her mom. Yeah, Taylor.
Yeah.
Wrong one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Now-
Junior Team USA members
Yeah. Now,
making
Brian,
that at Junior Gold.
they're doing some college visits. Have we started college visiting with Brady?
We have, at conjunction with our PBA Junior in Wichita last week. We
Oh, nice.
went to go check out Wichita State. Some
Yeah.
Fine facility there. Now, I haven't been to a college in 30 years.
Yeah.
So it is far from what I remember college being.
The doormats
Yeah,
are
I
really
might
nice,
apply.
right?
Yeah, I might. Could retire and go back to college, maybe.
I
I don't
always
know. Can you go back when you're really old?
Okay, parents that are watching, this is directed completely at the parents. So here's my dream. So I went to the Ohio State University,
Which one?
the Ohio
okay.
State University. And shout out to my Buckeyes who have a very hard game today. So
Okay.
I'm wearing my scarlet gray today. But I don't know if they still do this, but when I was in school, when you were over the age, I believe 65, you could audit classes.
Okay.
And so it was free for anyone
Mhm.
over the age of 65 to just sign up for a course,
Mhm.
any course you wanted. You
Just go.
sit and take the lecture and don't have to take the test. And
See,
and you-
now, yeah, that would be all right. Yeah.
I was so jealous
Do you
of
have
these individuals.
old folks in there?
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I took a history of rock and roll course. That was my history course.
In college,
Yeah.
you took that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
My dad did the same thing you just did.
The
I-
history of rock and roll.
History of rock and roll. It was a great class.
Okay.
The-
It hasn't been around that long.
the professor, he started this course at Harvard, so it was a really hard class.
Okay.
So it was one of those classes, and you will experience this with Brady, where he'll tell you, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna take this really random class," and then you're gonna say, "Okay, you better
Yeah.
get an A."
I'm going to make that sound like,
Like,
you're doing what?
yeah, exactly. And so my dad, when I told him, I'm like, "Man, my history of rock and roll class is really hard." He looked at me.
It's really hard.
But so they play literally this test.
And it's
was
history. It's
impossible.
not a music class.
It was not
It's a
music.
history class.
Correct.
All right.
So here's what they did. So you learned about the artists.
Mhm.
You learned about the genre or the influence, right? So it was the history, right? So you're learning like who influenced Elvis Presley.
Right.
And then, so the test, the guy pressed a button, turned on a song, and you had to write down like 8 things. It was like the year it was from, the artist, who influenced it or what it influenced, and like 3 other things.
Okay.
And you had to get like 7 out of them right. Like it was a very like you had to study.
It seems a little silly.
Yeah.
It seems like memorizing stuff.
It was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. So that's why I was jealous of my friends that were just auditing.
They don't have to take the test.
They didn't even
they
show
can just
up for
hang
the
out and
test.
listen to Elvis.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my off-topic chat. So we'll get back to bowling now.
Okay.
But there are some really cool classes for the kids. I was watching on the news last night. There's a college course. I don't know what college it was. The history of coffee.
See, that would be cool.
I think so too, right?
Or maybe just coffee in general, not even the history. Just all the different
The
kinds.
beans, like how to make it.
Sumatra.
Yeah. Yep.
Arabica beans.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now you're getting fancy.
Well, I think that's Folgers. It's a Folgers
is.
commercial, so I don't know how fancy it is. The finest Arabica beans.
So our friends to the left are already done because they're missing a bowler.
Oh, they've got the 5.
They do. So E over there, Jason Bennett. He shot
244. Nice.
Nathan Gibson, 203. And Cash Dunker, 201. Those were our highlights.
Outstanding.
Although, still, Brendan Staden, 191. Again,
Yeah.
I'm taking
Solid.
a 190.
Yeah. Punching out in the 10th for 191.
Yeah.
There you go.
Our friend Nana Starkey's watching.
Hey!
Nana, we miss you.
I think Abby's at
Yeah, she's
Little River.
It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
18.
Yep.
Yep. I know. She's leaving us.
Also old.
Yep. Yep. Sad.
So I remember we first saw her in Detroit in 2019 on the TV show for Junior Gold.
When she was a little U12
And she was a little U12 bowler with Gianna and Abby. Both had the knee-high socks,
Okay.
which
Yes, they
maybe
need
that's
to
not
bring it
cool
back.
anymore. I don't know. I thought it was cool at the time.
I have talked to Nana
Brady
and
wouldn't
Beth.
do it.
I don't know why. I've talked to Nana and Beth and Julie, and
Mhm.
I've encouraged them at the last youth tournament. Abby and Gianna,
bring it back.
come on, one
Bring
time
it back.
for us, one time for the OG fans.
Got to do it.
I think so too.
Super Slam
Yes.
and Junior Gold
Yes.
knee-high socks.
Yes.
All right, the die is cast.
We should start a petition and have all the kids sign it.
Yep. Get like a long sock.
Yeah.
Have them sign it.
That would be awesome. We could do this. This might happen. Nana, we're planning. We got this. But we're thinking of Mr. Papa. He's going through some health stuff.
Okay. Well, best wishes.
Yes. Jacob slide it over.
Oh, didn't like it.
Did. So Brian, the gloves. The gloves
Yes.
is a trend.
Yes.
Brady
yeah, we
started
see
it,
him.
right?
Yeah. It's been a long. I look back at these pictures that pop up. I was like, wow, he's been wearing those for a long time.
So how did this start for Brady?
So it started when he was at the ITRC International Training and Research Center in Arlington, Texas.
Shout
And
out.
they have cameras everywhere.
Yes.
And I had never really seen him bowl from the front. So they had a front camera, and you get to replay and watch what he was doing. And he's two-handed, so I was seeing his left hand when he was on his backswing. His left hand would turn on the ball because,
It's
you know, it
slippery,
has
right?
slippery,
Yeah.
and it used a lot of urethane back then, so it's
Yeah.
kind of gooey. So, and it would turn. I was like, well, I'm not a bowling person, but I've played sports and stuff, so I know the less variation you can introduce into something that you want to do consistently,
Right.
the better. I was like, well, I'm sure it's not sliding the same all the time, so why don't we just get something to stop that from happening? So there's gloves that have friction on it, so I was like, hey, try these. And it seemed to help. A little more consistency. You can measure the speed and rev rate there too with Specto, and a little bump on that too. And not that he needs any more revs, but a little more speed comes in handy every once in a while.
It
so,
does.
Yeah.
Especially when he was younger, right? Because speed,
Yeah.
when you're a little guy,
Yeah. It's
is
hard to generate that speed
yeah.
when your bowling ball is a significant percentage of your body weight.
Yes. Yes. True. True.
Yeah, he looked like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons when he tried to bunt the baseball. He went
Shaking.
backwards and the ball just stayed put and
Oh, my
dropped.
dad loved The Simpsons.
Oh, the Simpsons
Seen
were
that
they're
episode.
fantastic.
Yes. We're the longest running
Yeah.
SYC, but that might be that has to be one of the longest running TV
longest
shows.
running. There's some category, non-news show. 'Cause I think
Oh yeah,
Face
that
the
makes
Nation
sense.
or something is one of those is the longest running TV show.
Fair. Can't keep up with news.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of it now. You can just dip your toe in. Hey, it's Savannah Portillo. She didn't look thrilled.
Uh-oh. Is she coming this way?
I think so. Yeah.
Ah, excellent. She didn't look thrilled.
Is Savannah or her sister? I don't know. Are they both bowling? I think it's
no,
just
that's
Savannah.
I
Yeah.
think it's just Savannah this weekend.
Okay.
Olivia that family does a lot of sports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your family does a lot of sports. Yeah, there's gymnastics,
Yeah.
there's softball, there's
Ooh, softball.
yeah,
too.
and I think the softball player is I can't remember which sister it is, but she is like in the USA softball program
Oh, okay.
in the U10 or U12 division.
Right. Wow.
So yeah, might be an Olympian someday. Never
Yeah.
know. Never know.
All right, so we got Garrett here on a double, 9th frame. Possibility for the big game. Oh,
Dang.
the baby split.
Now this is unmakeable.
This is oddly more makeable than the 3-6-10.
That's true.
And hey, there's a 3-6-10.
Unmakeable.
So the unmakeable 3-6-10.
The 3-6-10 is very annoying. 3-6, it's like
There's so many ways to chop it.
my favorite is when I get the 6-pin.
Oh, he picks it up. Let's go.
The hard way.
Yeah. 172, still a chance to go plus.
All of them.
The double and 9, and
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
is, that's a hard way not to make it.
Yeah.
But he got the 310 too. See, it's
He
the
did.
6-pin. It's the confounder in there that makes it difficult. Although I was just watching Anthony Simonson's new YouTube channel, he goes over how he likes to make the 3-6-10.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Yeah. He goes a little straighter than most.
Well, everyone can bowl like Anthony Simon.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's probably got 5 different ways that he can pick it up.
he is. If you ever get to watch Anthony Simonson bowl in real life, you will be.
It is crazy. He can do a lot of stuff.
And he just commits. The commitment that he has is what really sets him apart, I think.
Yeah.
Because, and some of these kids have it too, but like, he'll be bowling one way, or he'll be bowling in one zone, and the next frame change balls and change zones and continue striking.
Yeah. And change sides. He was on Brady's pair in Sweden at the Lucky Larson, and he just, I'm just gonna start throwing back up.
Yeah.
I was just throwing back up, and it works, and it looked great.
Yeah. And you're just watching like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why? But I saw something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what did he see to make him think that, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's just an innate sense of bowling.
How was the Lucky Larson?
It was good. Yeah, it's a fun time getting to bowl with a lot of the U.S. pros and some of the European very good bowlers that you don't see out on tour. So yeah, it was a good. Jesper won, and he was bowling another lefty Swede out there. Martin made it to the finals as well. So yeah,
Awesome.
and it's a good time. And they got to bowl a youth tournament the weekend before in Eslöv, Sweden. Yeah, so that was they had a good time.
Now, do you have regular spots in Sweden that you like to go to now?
McDonald's and the train station is popular.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you do have kids. I understand.
Yeah.
What is your favorite dish that are you a adventurous eater?
I am.
Okay. So
I
what did
like
you
trying
try?
different stuff. What did you try? Of course, they have pickled herring and pickled salmon for breakfast. They have like 3 different types of yogurt for breakfast. One's called sour milk, which sounds like it would be awful, but it's pretty good. Just like a little
Okay.
more liquidy yogurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of fish. It was breakfast, so that was the only like real Swedish thing that we had. It's funny. There's not like Swedish restaurants. There's like Italian and American and Greek and different restaurants. So we had a lot of that stuff. But
Gotcha.
we went to IKEA to have Swedish meatballs.
Of course.
Yeah, and they were good.
Are they like the American IKEAs?
They're very similar.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
okay. That's funny.
Yeah, the meatballs and peas and I think cranberries and mashed potatoes. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
It's a solid meal.
Nice. All right. There you have it, folks. Yeah, Martin Larson. You mentioned a lot of the European bowlers. Martin, I always think, is so underrated because he would come over and bowl on the PBA tour, and such a nice guy, such an incredible bowler, but never won due to all of his luck.
Right.
And then, but in Europe, he's won
Yeah.
more than anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
I said,
he's a celebrity.
He was in the finals there.
Yeah.
And I think I hear Chris Barnes saying all the time, you're a product of your environment. So I can see that bowling in Europe is different than what you get in the U.S. just with the oil patterns and how the transition goes. So
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it's good you're giving Brady all those experiences, young.
Yeah.
Does he do his teachers know that he's traveled the world?
He goes to remote school, so he goes to online laptop school.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That
they
makes
have
travel
class
more
like once a
possible.
week, and it's video recorded, so you just watch the class, and they give you the material and say learn it and do your assignments and turn them in. We'll grade them. So
Nice.
yeah,
He digs that way of learning.
yeah, it's a lot more convenient. There's a lot of time in regular in-person school that's not super utilized
Sure, yeah.
very effectively. So you do the work, and when you're done, then you're done. You can go do something else.
It is more popular, especially for the young athletes, to
Yeah.
do some online schooling.
Yeah, his last year before COVID of in-person school, we were borderline on the truant list. It's like, you got one more day to miss, and otherwise, I don't know what happens. You go to school jail? I'm not sure, but
School jail.
I didn't want to find out.
Yeah, you're
Like
like
parent detention, didn't want any part of that.
yeah. The principal, you might get a.
I gotta get a paddling.
Yeah. or
I don't think they do that anymore either. But
right, you might all of a sudden have like a profile at the school, like a folder that they pull out
oh yeah, my
on you.
permanent record.
That's it. Yeah.
It'll go on
Yeah.
my
It
permanent
might
record.
still exist.
Yeah, import it from Iowa.
Yeah.
All right, so Ian's on double going into the 10th. Ian and Jacob are matching.
They are. The Tigers.
I like that.
They're Team Tiger.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we brought back the jerseys. So we had to explain to the kids what Tiger and Shark was because
It's been a little while. It used to be a very
common thing.
common
Yeah.
occurrence on
Yeah.
what is now the Bolt.
I know. We dropped the morning.
Yeah.
We went to the Bolt. We're 1 day a week. We changed days on everyone. We're like, hey, let's just do it
Let's do
Tuesday.
Tuesday in the afternoon instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a whole new audience now.
We did. We just had to look at our travel schedule, and Tuesday actually made the most sense. Like Mondays, sometimes
be
you're
coming
traveling
back,
back.
yeah.
Fridays don't work. Wednesday, while logical, actually also doesn't work because sometimes we're leaving Wednesday for an SYC.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It just
Yeah. Tuesday's good. Yeah.
Tuesday worked.
Yeah.
And then we
a new
almost,
Brady episode coming this upcoming Tuesday.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Gary is desperate. He'll probably tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he thought you quit on us.
All right. No. We changed the tempo.
I,
There's only so much bowling science there is.
I understand.
We're on episode 130, I think now. So
Yeah.
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 This
no,
one's about we revisit British bacon.
excellent.
Yep.
Very tea.
A little cliffhanger. Yeah, very
We'll,
tea.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
be informed. We'll let her know. So tune in and find out.
She can be your guest.
Yeah, right. We just had her on a couple weeks ago
Mhm.
After the NASCAR event, and I was unprepared. I planned on getting tea and lunch to have on the bowl,
yeah.
right? But I had a meeting pop up, so I couldn't leave the building.
Mhm.
And it took me. I had to ask 12 people and walk the entire building to find a tea bag.
Oh, really?
We had no tea. We had
Wow.
coffee everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I was like, we are coffee people in
Wow.
this building.
Yeah.
Yeah. But finally, I found one in Steve Klemkin's office.
Wow.
It was in the back corner. It was peach
One of
flavored.
those tea bags that are like in the back of a drawer somewhere that's
Yeah.
been there for 20 years.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It was good though.
It's forgotten about.
It was peach green tea.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
It was delicious. So
Yeah. I don't think that's very British, but
It
yeah.
was. I didn't tell her the flavor.
Okay. All right.
We
It's
didn't
just
disclose.
tea. That's all you need to know.
Brian, thanks for joining us for a game.
Yeah.
We appreciate
bet.
it. Give some parent insight. You got to go find Brady though. He went to the other.
Yeah, he went down to the good end of the house here, so we'll see how
Okay.
that goes.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you maybe later on, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll see how it goes.
Okay. We'll see you. All right, welcome back. You've been watching some bowlers. Got Mr. Max Ecken. He shot 300.
Who did?
Not here, Max.
Oh.
In Columbus. I'm pretty sure
Yes,
it's
he did.
Columbus.
Max did.
Yeah, Mr. Max Ecken. Great youth bowler from Ohio.
Ohio. Oh, another epic messenger, but it missed.
Dang it.
Late 29 is giving up some big pin carry.
Yeah.
Just, that one just missed because the pin was going vertical as it went past the 10.
Unlucky. Look at Ryan Burgess's jersey. What are those llamas?
There's ghosts and something. Yeah, llamas.
I need to know about this jersey, Ryan.
All right, it's coming this way after he strikes here.
Good shot. Good try though. That was that. What are they? Are they? Now I'm thinking they're like capybara. Ryan, we need to discuss the jersey. All right.
He'll be here in a moment.
We got Ryan, we got Max, we got Ben Bridges, Gunnar Grunwald, and Garrett Arnold on this pair. To the left, you will see Grace Zerner, Savannah Portillo, Morgan Winchell, Bethany Bowen, and Natalie Yale. And then to the right, we have Brighton Boyce, Ty Carter, William Cunningham III, Matthew Spicer, Ridge Dunker, and Keith
Okay, so what do we have on the capybaras?
I nailed it! For the record, Blair nailed it.
Love it. That's an awesome jersey.
Now we need to know why.
That's an awesome jersey. Okay, we got a problem on lane 32. Let me run for a second.
You're good. We're multitasking here at Planet Fun. Capybara jersey. I love it. Let's see if we have some bios for these young bowlers. Mr. Max is from Ashland, Ohio, bowls at Lori Lanes. 16 years old. His high school bowling team won nationals during the summer. He loves hanging out with his friends and playing Xbox. And he wants to say hi to all his bowling family back in Ohio. Mom made the trip with him this weekend. His mom told me that Max does not want to fly to any bowling tournaments. He makes them drive because he doesn't want to fly with bowling balls. He's worried about them getting hurt. I don't blame him. I was just telling everyone, Mike, that Max refuses to allow his family to fly to any bowling tournament because he doesn't want his bowling balls to get hurt.
I don't blame him.
I said the same thing.
All the years of traveling, I've seen bowling balls get dragged by carts across the tarmac at an airport.
Yeah, his mom tried to tell him, don't worry. We would always replace any that would get injured. And Max said, but Mom, some they don't make anymore.
He is sharp.
Yes.
Very sharp.
Yes. All right, so we get our first glimpse at some young ladies bowling on the pair to the left. I was fearful that the ladies may struggle, but they're not. They're bowling great.
So it's become apparent that softer speed actually is a benefit.
Okay.
So some of the ladies are actually on a decent pace. But once again, pair moves in here are very interesting. There was one of the bowlers. First game was barely 100, and second game was 230. So
nice. Nice little comeback there.
Getting dialed in. Yes, that's a nice save.
Good morning to Brian watching. Good morning if you're watching a bowler. Give him a little shout out in the comments. We love to hear who you're watching. Shoot, I thought that was a good shot by Garrett. I would have put my hands up like he did.
Yeah, they are starting to develop. The pattern is starting to break down a little bit. One of the things that we try to tell our bowlers is when you get to about the 7th or 8th frame is look to your next pair and see what's going on. I had the advantage of sitting on this pair and keeping score, recording the scores, and everybody went high in the 9th and 10th on 29 and 30. So the lanes are starting to break down a little bit. The track area is starting to hook. Better players are the ones that recognize that and can make a proper adjustment. That's a great shot. Wow.
Ryan joined our Team Evolution team this year. He's one of the players that joined the Evolution program.
Nice.
Actually, we changed it to Storm Junior team.
Storm Junior team.
Yes, I'm still getting used to that. But joined the Evolution program several years ago, was very active, participated in all the activities, and was invited to join the Storm Junior team recently. So shout out to him.
Yep. See, you thought he missed.
And found some hold on that one.
Thought he missed.
All good. All
Nice
good,
shot.
Garrett. It's funny.
There you go. They're reading the lanes.
It's the way to do it. Great shot
Knew
by
it early.
Ryan.
Very nice.
Double, double.
Double. Nice. Yep. Adjustment. Double. Nine spare.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm taking any amount of striking today. I would take.
Yes.
Oh, William Cunningham.
Dang. That was a messenger.
Throwing pins around. Look at and he works out.
Yes, he does. When we were having our seminars yesterday, one of the things we talked about was fitness
Yes.
and how bowlers today are serious athletes.
Yes.
If you're watching any of these bowlers throwing a ball two-handed or even one-handed, it is an athletic move, and the need for, at minimum, stretching, getting loose before a block. Everybody thinks it's in the shoulders and arms. That's part of it. The biggest part is you have to get your legs and your hips loose enough to absorb the slide. And that's one of the biggest things. Another messenger on 29.
Nice.
One of the biggest things that a lot of the athletes have learned is a lot of knee and back injuries come from the fact that your legs and hips aren't loose enough to absorb your body weight and the throwing of a bowling ball. So if you at home cannot bend down and touch your toes, it's time to start loosening up.
Noted. I'm there.
Myself included.
Yeah, right? Our friend Savannah Portillo is she can't get this lane to give her anything more than 9.
Uh-huh.
Good spare, though.
Yep.
Covering her spare. Another person putting on a spare clinic over there is Miss Natalie Yale. She's sparing.
Every frame?
Yes.
Clean.
Natalie that family is the Yale family. They've traveled all over for the SYCs.
Wow.
Dad, they're from the New York area. See Dad with Natalie a lot, and Natalie, I remember she came to one of the New York tournaments and had the coolest bag in bowling. That the 4-wheel bag we offer at Storm. The name is failing me right now. The Rolling Thunder signature.
Signature bag, yes.
Yeah, she had one of those, and I was like, Natalie, you got the coolest bag in bowling. She was like, it is. Shot by Ryan.
Nice shot. All right, these guys are dialing them in.
Yeah, they're ready to sign up for more games at Planet Fun. They got 2 more though.
Nice adjustment.
Gunner with a double.
Hardest part, reading the next pair you go to and making that adjustment.
Absolutely.
If you get stuck, you can stay behind the adjustment the whole way, and that makes for a hard block.
Brian just got that one a little left to target.
Yeah, he's been struggling a little bit with the read. Once again, he was playing out on the left earlier. Now he's trying to migrate in a little bit. Struggling with getting his angles correct.
The two-handed girl phenomenon. It's here.
Yep.
They're here.
Yep.
I love it.
In my program, I have a two-handed backup
Nice.
girl named Lindsay Reardon.
Little unique.
Yes.
Lindsay. I like Lindsay.
Yep.
She is a very positive young lady.
Yep. That is, in Europe, that's a big thing right now, is two-handed backup,
Ah.
both on the boys' side. I mean, Anthony Simonson won a tournament
Yeah.
throwing a backup. So it's an easy technique. If you're two-handed, you can get inside really quick. Oh, we found all of that one. He started that one a little further left, and then it just high flushed. That was great. I'd be interested in finding out in the chat how many bowlers keep track of their scores using an app.
We just had that conversation. Brian was just in here, Brian McDonough, and I asked him what apps he used, and he uses.
Pin Pals?
No, he talked about Pin Pals, but he uses Lane Talk actually.
Lane Talk, yep.
Yes. So he's been putting scores in there, and then obviously they love when they go to a center like North Rock where it does it for him, and
Yes.
he just has to download it at the end.
That's nice.
They have a pro version, so yeah, there's plenty of apps out there for bowlers that want to keep track of that and then analyze your spare percentage.
And there's a lot of with Lane Talk. There's some new programs that are available through Lane Talk, especially for on the adult side. There's some tournaments that are available on the Lane Talk side.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
and my center is unfortunately on a military base, and Lane Talk streaming services are highly regulated. So we're still working that out.
Yeah. Dang it.
Yes.
Mr. Gunner.
Well,
Gunner is going for the light hits,
Yep.
which I appreciate. He's like, it's striking.
They're working for him.
Now, Garrett Arnold here, we met them in New York. He is from Clay, New York. Bowls at Lakeview Lanes. I need Garrett to help me navigate anywhere because he's really good with directions.
Nice.
He practically has Google Maps in his head. I'm the opposite of that. Like, I have no Google Map in my head, and that's a great strike.
Nice.
His favorite bowlers are Kyle Troop and Jason Belmonte. Yeah.
Yes, I'm at the point where I GPS almost everything. Just
I couldn't even navigate to the Walmart in our neighborhood this week. I'm like, I know where it is. I don't know how to get there. Grace Cerner is bowling very well to the left here. Making all our spares, which is very key. Great shot by Ryan.
Shot.
These boys are loving this pair. They're like, can we bowl more on 29 and 30? Please?
And traditionally at SYC, the live stream pair is not the highest scoring pair.
I just was talking about that too. 29 and 30 has not been kind over the years. Nice spare by Grace.
But so far?
So good. Grace Cerner is from Indianapolis. She bowls Strike Force at Strike Force in Greenfield, Indiana. She is really proud of her mental game at the recent tournaments she's been bowling. She also swims, and she wants to say hi to Grandma and Grandpa.
Very nice.
Grace is still only 15 years old, so she has a few years left.
Wow.
Yeah, right? College coaches are watching her, I'm sure. Max is like right in the middle of where he needs to be. I think he could either throw it a little slower, like you mentioned earlier, or move a little to the right if he wanted to continue to throw at the same speed.
You know, one of the things that the top level bowlers, top professionals, when they practice speed moderation. It's one of the hardest things to do is to throw it slower and keep your rev rate up and keep your swing and ball on line. But it's one of those things that, if you want to bowl on these tougher sport patterns, speed moderation is really important.
For sure.
Nice shot.
Really nice on
Thanks,
31.
Nice.
Wearing the beach jersey.
Like the beach jersey.
It looks like what we experienced last night on the beach.
Yes, that was very nice last night. Sunset was amazing.
It was.
My favorite picture from Storm Junior is that SYC with the glow sticks.
It's so good.
That logo
I
is
know.
awesome.
Yeah, the kids did a great job with that.
One of the graphic artists at Storm should pick that up and use that as
No kidding, right?
a jersey logo.
Super cool.
That is, all right. Let's see how Miss Portillo does here on the film. Does she get a chance? And she strikes.
She's not happy with that game, but
No.
moving down to she's already gone.
Yeah, she gone.
She's like,
She gone.
she took her bowling ball and said, "I'm out. Bye-bye."
Things going in the bag and heading to the other end of the building,
Yeah.
where she gets to face the beauty of lanes 1 and 2.
Yes. Are 1 and 2 being kind today or not kind?
Not kind.
Not kind. Okay.
Lane 1 particularly
Okay.
throughout the practice session. But every center has a trick. My center, it's lanes 13 and 14 are the interesting pair. Although the kids will tell you in my junior gold group that lane 1 also is a little bit different. And here it's a stark contrast. But a lot of bowling centers and pairs or pairs next to walkways sometimes have some uniqueness to them. But everybody gets to cross them, so it's just something you adjust for.
Our nutritionist Pat is in the chat, who I'm gonna need to go and grab one of her awesome nutrition-filled cookies in the break. But she wants to know she's cooking, and happy birthday to Gary. today.
Very nice.
She's cooking crock pot cube steak. I want to come over for dinner.
Okay.
But she wants to know when your kids are bowling, especially Dalton.
They are this afternoon. They will be on the second shift. All of the Fort Meade kids, with the exception of Mason Mackin, are bowling in the afternoon.
So you got to stick around.
Yep, Mason's bowling right now, but the rest are all en masse this afternoon.
And Ryan Burgess is putting on a strike clinic. Great game by Gunner, 203.
That is a grind down game. That one little 9 in the middle there of that run. That's a nice adjustment. You should feel good about that.
Ryan stops and starts over. Nice little stop. That's another sign of a high-level player, the ones that feel something and don't keep going.
Yep. Felt something on the bottom of his shoe, did a little tester, and then said, nope. And don't feel bad about stopping. I mean,
No.
if you feel something funny, like you're going to stick or something distracts you, back off for a second. It's okay.
And you might think, oh, he only had one more shot, but those 10 pins can make a huge difference. Great shot.
And there you are.
269.
Very nice.
Very nice.
This pair is giving up the scores.
Yes, it is.
Only.
Only when you're in the booth.
Oh, okay.
You need to camp out.
I'm taking offers.
He takes cookies are good tips.
Yes.
But we have Pats, so
Yes.
they can't be beat.
No. I've been doing drive-bys on the cookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go snag one.
So I check the scores.
Garrett's still Garrett probably is not overly thrilled with that game, but he's still above my threshold because I said like 175 and above, 174, but 170
That's in the window.
it is. He had one hard shot. Oh, two shots where he missed his spares, but other than that, solid game. Like you said, though, cleaning up is key.
Yep. From what I've seen so far, a lot of the left-handers have started too far left. Sometimes the term I like to use is play it like a righty, where even though we're really good at playing left of 7,
yeah,
there are some centers and some patterns that just you kind of mirror the right. You start in a little bit. Hard part is when you're moving right as a left-hander, you're going to run into the right-hander's laydown point. So there are times where we get trapped. Shorter blocks, like 4-game blocks, and sometimes even 5-game blocks, you don't run into the right-hander's laydown where it doesn't have as much damage to the front part of the lane. You can still get your ball down the lane, but right.
good spare by Max.
Very nice.
Max also is going to leave this pair quickly and move on to his next game.
Lanes 5 and 6.
We're gonna watch our bowlers finish. Our nutritionist Pat. I believe. Oh, she is gonna make it. Leah Briggs has the jersey for you, and we need to give her a cookie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's a cookie jersey coming to the area.
Yes.
I love that we've claimed our nutritionist, official nutritionist of the live stream.
Storm Junior Nutrition.
Yeah.
Fair. But and we're hoping sometime in the near future there will be an SYC in the Baltimore-Washington market.
Ooh.
So Ms. Pat can come by in person and watch
Aw, that'd
the
be
amazing
awesome.
action that's going on here.
Good shot by Kingston. He's just had like an all or nothing game.
Yes, he throws it really well.
Yes.
But yeah, he's gotten some really bad breaks in the last 2 games. Oh,
William Cunningham threw a messenger to the middle of the lane.
out in front of the swoop.
He did not throw it at the pin. It's on the lane.
It's on the line. And now it's in the gutter. Okay, so we need to get somebody on staff. Well,
Oh, William, don't bowl. William, don't bowl. Oh, dear.
you want it. He's throwing it back.
All right. Good.
Going around it. And he went around it all the way.
That is why you don't do that, young man. It's all right, William. It happens, but just wait a few extra minutes.
Yep.
All right, Mike, we are going to watch this last shot, and then we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, everyone. And I'm joined by Mr. Darren Kretz.
Hey, good morning, Blair. Thanks for having me.
It's 11 o'clock.
It's still morning, right?
Hey, I'm with you. It feels like morning. I need another cup of coffee. What about you?
I've had two. I think if I have any more, I'll be like Teddy Ruxpin on a car battery. For those older you guys understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I run on a healthy 3 to 4 cup a day.
There you go.
Gary hates it.
It does. Imagine.
Yeah. Your daughter is getting a kick out of you in the live stream booth, huh?
Yeah, I think she's getting a kick out of a lot of things right now, but that's a good way to be.
All right. So how is your daughter? Of course, is Taylor Kretz, one of our two-handed phenoms coming up through the sport of bowling.
Yeah, we're making progress here each day.
Yeah.
Blessed to be able to do this and have a good time with it.
Nice. And so, how's Taylor been bowling so far?
Yeah, she's had a good start, and then game 2 was good, so I think we're plus 16 right now, or plus 17, something like that. After last game,
That's great.
we went 220, so now I think we're 30 over. On pace this game for probably 202 team, so we're in a good spot.
Yeah. That would
Hey,
be
nice,
taken.
nice spare there on lane 30 by that young lady.
Yeah, I'm pulling up some names because not everyone wears their names on the back of the shirt. All right, so Haley Barber is stepping up here on lane 30. We also have Chloe Bazulik.
Hey, that was good, Blair. I like that Bazoola. Nice.
Thank you. Morgan Sheldon, Alexander Smith, Leighton Short, and Zoe Chomp.
Awesome. Great group of young ladies on this pair.
Yes.
Certainly no shortage of talent.
No kidding. No short of talent in the young ladies divisions as a whole in the sport of bowling right now. U15 is strong. U18 girls is strong.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of great bowlers.
Yeah, and I think SYC does a great job of showcasing these young athletes to give them more of a chance and exposure to do it. You get up on lane 27 and 8 just out of our pair. Another two-handed, phenomenal player, Anna Anthony, is pretty strong, and really good shot there by Zoe.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to see Anna. She'll be like right as far left as we show on our screen. You'll see her fly through with a white jersey on. There she is.
Good spare conversion there for Haley. Little 6-pin pickup.
So what was your mindset going into today with Taylor? Was it keeping those angles tight? Was it moving left? What were your keys this morning?
The keys to this pattern is there's a lot of reverse oil, right? So you get a lot of the build up in the middle of the lane, and that creates a lot of skid and push for a lot of the bowlers.
Sure.
So we squared up our angles to start. We used actually a summit ascent with some surface, kind of squared it up, played the track a little bit, and just get it rolling end over end, and then migrate left as people used a lot of surface to move off that friction. And then just keep going left, and now she's in a Vibo on the right lane and a summit ascent on the left, and that seems to be working okay. So crossover 6-pin there.
Miss K. Love K. Smith.
Oh, she's great.
She's such a sweet girl.
Took a little bit. Enough there. Yeah, Kay's a sweet girl. She's everybody who's very kind to each other, and I noticed that as tough as competition can be in being with each other, it's also important that you have the fellowship.
For sure.
And cheer each other on. Nice conversion on the spare. All right, Kay Smith.
Yeah, cleaning up the spares. That's the key today, right?
Well,
That's what we're trying to do.
One of the things in our coaching abilities that we look at mainly is the mental game. And what we talk about on the mental side of things is the ability to make one shot at a time, not just to frame a shot, whether it's a spare or a strike. It's so important to do that.
Sure.
Taryn Murphy with a good shot on that lane 27 with an eye on Max.
Miss Taryn. Tearing them up.
Sweetheart. Yeah, tearing him up. Tearing him up, Taryn. I like that.
See? They keep you around for something.
Lots of things. Bosa needs you too, by the way. I mean, I think that's the deal. Right?
Yeah, exactly. My sweet puppy.
Absolutely.
We're dog fans out here in these parts.
Same. That's a pretty good shot right there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
big
Haley.
strike by Haley. Nice shot.
Love her jersey too. Little
Very fun.
floral.
Very
Yeah,
fun.
right?
Very fun.
Got a little bit of everything today with some color pop.
Using a summit.
It's a good ball.
It is.
It was the first ball with AI core technology.
I did
Number
not
one.
know that.
Yeah.
No
it was
kidding.
the first one. Yeah, that was. It came out Bowl Expo last year. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, now that we're part of the Storm family, again, thank you to yourself and Leanne and Gary for that. It's been a great journey with you guys so far, and doing what we've done, and we're learning a lot more about the equipment. This AI is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Kudos to Mr. Hoskins and Mr. Klumpkin for doing some great work. You get good stuff out right now, and I think a lot of the athletes like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Zoe now up on lane 30, two-hander. Those are pretty well. A little high, but that's that flat part of the lane still. They're still tricky inside.
Yeah. Missed a little left, I think, for herself.
Great shot by Kay. Just an unfortunate break.
Yeah. Kay is, I like her ball speed choice today. She's starting a little slower than she normally does, giving it time to read. Kind of a key, I think, on this pattern. For the ladies, that is. The guys.
I think the guys, too. I was speaking with Miles Gordon, one of the kids we work with, and softer ball speeds when you move left, I think, is really imperative. You've got to use that reverse roll to your advantage and soften it up and let it shape a little bit. I think you can do that going into game 4 and 5.
Sure.
So good choice. That's a good comment, Blair. I mean, I agree. Softer ball speed is always important.
I was hoping. 29's been a little bouncy, actually. There's been some messengers, pins have been bouncy now, but no luck on that.
So where do you see scores this block so far compared to, the other house on Little River?
Honestly, I haven't looked at scores at all. Let's pull them up. Let's do it. And if anyone's watching at home, you can check out Bowl Metrics, BOWLMETRIX, and see all the scores. Let's see.
Shot by late. It's got to hook a little bit. Read that sludge and stayed out.
My computer's loading. Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Good grief.
Just out of the camera range, probably lane 32 is Malaya Briggs, the Fox News Storm superstar with Norm Duke. That was a fun segment there. It was really cool to watch her.
She has 200,000 followers.
Does she really? 200,000?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's her YouTube channel. And she just reached a new barrier. It might be even higher. Let me look up.
Great pickup by Leighton there.
Malia Briggs. I'm sorry. 313,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I don't think I know 313,000. I don't think I know 313 people some days.
She has like a whole football stadium watching her on YouTube.
3 Michigan. I'm going from my school. 3 U of M stadiums full. Nice job, Malia Briggs.
Yeah. I'll let that slide today, but go Buckeyes.
We're going to have words, Claire. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. So the Coastal Classic. Now, this is the unique event because we have both houses running, right? So if you are looking at scores, the kids that haven't bowled at Planet Fun yet have zeros, right? So U15 division here, we're looking at -19. Anna's leading. U18 girls. We got +57, +20. Miss Taylor's in second.
Wow, big gain by Morgan last game at 276.
Yes. Kaylin Campbell, just
very steady.
Kaylin's very steady, right?
But look at the delta between, here you got +57 with one big game at 276, and you go all the way down to, 8th.
Yeah, we only have 2+ at the moment.
2+, and 8th is -100. So to give you an idea how hard they really are and what these athletes have to bowl on.
Now, on the flip side, U18 girls at Little River. Oh, look, their scores are not very high.
No, I'm surprised.
+38 over there. -2. Kaylin Stoll -27. And they're in the same game as us. Let's look at U15 girls. Nope. Yeah, minus over there.
Okay. So a lot of minuses out there, Blair. They think
struggling. Let's look at the boys. Little River, U18 boys, excuse me.
Oh, Chance McLean. What a great young athlete he is. He's really turned.
Good.
Yeah, he's really turned in his own. He's starting to believe. It's good stuff.
So we have 17 boys plus over there.
Okay.
So the boys scoring a little higher and on the flip side at Planet Fun, U18 boys, Nathan Thaser is bowling amazing.
Wow, he's 101 over, averaging 230.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah, and
Mateo Quintero always up in the top, always tough. Elliot Gordon always tough.
Oh yeah.
But, again, we talk about the scores that, you get down to 12th and it's -5. And
Yes.
tops 101. So it's a big delta because they are tough.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So as expected, Planet Fun is tough, but Little River is tough. That is not surprising.
that is surprising. That is surprising.
Yeah.
I thought, in practice session, everybody had a pretty good look yesterday. And I was speaking with Kelly Kulik. And she said, hey, get it at Little River because they're going to be a little bit easier and softer. And they are not.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
All right, let's see what we got. We got junior gold champ stepping up on 28, Alyssa Randisi. What a year she's had.
She's had an amazing year. And you watch the two-headed game of Alyssa Randisi, and her from a coaching perspective, her transfer of energy to the line is just outstanding, and she's very well balanced. And she's starting, as she continues to learn and grow more, she's going to be very dominant.
For sure.
And it's nice to see the young players come up, and really do well. Hopefully, this young lady on lane 29 has a big opportunity for a washout conversion. And I believe that is named on the back of the shirt.
Yeah,
so.
hang on. We got it. 29A is Chloe.
Let's see if Chloe can snap this one off a little bit.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
got a chance. Ooh, wraps the 10. Good shot. Little.
Not fair.
No, it was an unfair break. And I think she knows
right
it.
on line. Should have had it.
Should have had it, Chloe. A little wry smile from Chloe. Leighton Short up again on 30.
I like her game. That was a little far right, but I think she could move in.
Yeah, that's a definite zone change for Leighton. She's just slightly to the right too much. I think she gets in another, 5-6 boards to the left and shapes up. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Boy, you can see the difference when you get all that volume of oil now starting to push down. The kids now have to start to manage their speed. You touched on that earlier, and I think speed's important.
Yeah, and this was what I was worried about when in game 1, there was a tiny
Good pickup
bit
by Leighton.
of out of bounds on 29 and 30 for the boys, and I was like, "Ooh, if that exists for the girls, I'm afraid."
That's true.
Because sometimes not every girl fits this category, but usually they're a little lower rev rate, a little maybe slower speed. So sometimes the longer patterns can be a little tricky. Now. There are outliers.
That's true, and that's something we'll talk about in a minute here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just shift over to lanes 31 and 32 with Kaylin Campbell, great left-hander, solid player, solid all day today.
Solid.
Love her game, and then I get to great shot there. I get to do something fun, Blair. I get to actually comment on Taylor, my daughter's game. So she's up on 31, and let's see what we got going on here. It's pretty good off her hands, a little left. And a 4-pin doesn't want to roll.
I thought she was going to trip it.
Looks like she's moved into a Vibo now.
That is a very good ball.
It's sneaky good. Like, the DNA coil, sneaky good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The DNA coil flew right under everyone's radar.
Still in the lineup, though. It's still in the lineup. It still sells.
Yeah.
I had a great meeting with Gary last night, and God love Gary. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And we were talking about SKUs, and I'm in business as well, and understand that. High Road. He was saying that every month he reads the High Road report, and he's amazed by the High Road sales.
Yeah.
And I just like, really? He goes, yeah, we're not changing the SKU. We can't.
Right.
So it's a testimony to what
Phase 2
Storm
is the incredible one, too. Phase 2 it's like I sit in those meetings, too, and I'm like, what is this ball doing?
It's good. It's a benchmark
so
ball.
good.
It's
Yeah.
been around for a long time. And, many iterations have come out. The Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 5, Phase 4, we know.
Yeah.
And now the Phase AI. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to get that in Taylor's hands and see what it does. But you can't beat the original.
That one has the power edge on it, too, which we're really excited. Our new polish. Which if you're bored at home today, which I don't know why you would be bored because you've got bowling on and college football is coming.
I know.
Like, you're good. You're fine. But you can check out stormbowling.com and these kids are really, really great. And what they've done over the years is inspired, the older kids that now are working in the industry. Like, we have some young kids that are in our web team and a graphic design team and photography team. And our newest UX designer, she built the coolest website on stormbowling.com or webpage for our new Power Edge. And there's this. Have you seen this yet?
I have not. So
Okay, so if you go to stormbowling.com.
Everybody go to stormbowling.com.
Here,
Take a peek.
actually, I might be able to screen share. Let's see.
Blair's gonna do the screen share here.
Everyone's gonna yell at me because we're not talking about bowling, so I'm
That's
prepared for this. But we are kind of still talking about bowling. I promise. Okay, so here we go. So hold on. Let me do
Good
this.
spare conversion on lane 28 by that young lady. Anna Anthony now up on 28.
See,
And
you can multitask and talk
I'm
about
going
it.
to do that.
You got this.
I'm going to do that. Taylor Kretz up on lane 32 again. Again in that virtual energy blackout. Oop, look out. Pulls up the shot. False start. Offense. Repeat first down. Little football humor for everybody.
All right, we're breaking for bowling for a sec. We got our new Power Edge. So this is our Power Edge page, right?
What is Power
I'm
Edge?
sorry, this is Phase AI. This is our Phase AI page.
With Power Edge.
With Power Edge on it, right? So you're looking at the Phase AI. You come down here, and then it says Power Edge, which is our new polish. And so you click this button, and it takes you to our brand new Power Edge page.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
what's really cool is, like I said, our awesome new web team.
Advanced.
Look at this. So it
Wow.
shows how Power Edge works and why it works, and
Nice.
what makes it different. Hang on. The slip agents. There are no slip agents in this.
It's important.
Very important. And then it shows where it fits in the lineup. And then it'll show which balls are with it. So if you went away from the Phase AI, you can go back and learn more about the Phase AI, see what the ball shape is and everything.
And now you can apply that to all Storm equipment across the line to create different shapes that you want as an athlete to
100%.
whoever throws it, whether you're a youth bowler or an advanced, professional. I mean, there's ways and means you can do that.
Yeah,
I think it's really important to have that tool in the tool bag.
for sure. Yeah.
Zoe up with a 10-pin conversion on lane 29. See if she can snap that off and keep her spare train rolling.
Good job by Malia Briggs, too. Harsh Reality Pearl. That's an interesting choice. on
Yeah,
this.
she was in the harsh reality, and it was just so soon up front that I was talking with her dad, and he just
Okay.
looks and says, "Hey, what are you thinking?" And I said, "Well, coach's perspective, if she got the same motion, just a lot cleaner, and that seems to work." And
Yeah.
she managed to punch out last game, so I think she's going to
Nice.
stay with it.
Very nice.
So, Blair, on 29 and 30, the scores are not high,
Yes.
and I think they're really tricky on this pair.
Yes, I agree.
I see a lot of bowling balls going really long and
Yeah.
not much shade. What would be your move, or what would be your advice to these young ladies?
Well, over the years, 29 and 30 has played very tricky as a pair, I will say. We sit in this area for the live stream for 8 years now. And I would say if I was bowling, personally, if I was bowling, I don't like to move left. So
Okay.
my choice would be to point more at the head pin, try to take the pattern out of play for myself.
Straighter launch
keeping,
angle.
Yep, keeping everything really tight. If that didn't work because I was not performing well that day, right?
Oh yeah.
Then I would be forced to move left, and like we talked about, tight angles, very slow speed, just trying not to give away the head pin, right? But really, especially as a lower rev player, I always, if I'm in this situation, I'm
Yeah, right there, like
Right
Leighton did
there.
right there. That was
Yeah.
a really good shot off her hand.
really good. Yep.
Very right, end over end, direct.
Yeah.
A little bit of surface, and I think that makes a difference.
Yeah, because for me personally, when lanes get really, really tight and tough, that makes me miss more. So,
But the older I get now, my rev rate is being two-handed for a while until I hurt my back.
yeah,
Now I'm back to one-handed, so I have to point the ball a little bit more and get a
Sure.
little bit. I have to use bigger bowling balls now. But
100%. That's the other thing. Yeah.
But that's technology. That's why we use that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I would not be using a Vibo like Taylor. I would be using something with a little more oomph. I think an idle would be really good right now. An optimum
I
idle.
agree with some
Yeah,
surface.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I haven't seen anyone really trying one, which is rare. So maybe they know something I don't know. I did see some Ion Max going down at the beginning of the day.
A lot of those were out here. That is
Yeah.
a great bowling ball.
Yep.
it's one of the few that I have seen out of an asymmetrical lineup of across all the brands, and including Motive and the B7 brands, that actually is very continuous. When it gets to the end of the pattern, it continues left and it doesn't roll out. And, and I think that's, there's some AI in that core, the puck at the bottom of it, and then a pretty good cover wrapped in it. So it's a unique position. Haley up on lane 29.
Still with that summit. See,
again,
that's what I would do if I was on this pattern. I feel for Haley because I'm doing the same thing she's doing, which is why I'm moving right. I'm like,
I think
gone.
she should. I think that's a necessary evil to move right at this point, and you gotta try it.
And unfortunately, Haley thinks it's her. This is the
the lane,
right? This is the beauty of live stream, because Haley's gonna go back and watch this, and she's gonna go, I don't understand why I was bowling so bad, right? But she wasn't. She's just, the lane is
that's
hard.
just direction right there.
Right.
And if she gets that, if she moves 3-4 right, and it continues to shapen up.
Yeah.
I do hand gestures. Sorry.
No, you're good.
You continue to do the shaping up the launch angles. I think it can trap that tracker a little bit, and roll up, and at least get to the 1-3 and get a 9 count. Like.
Yeah. We always try to teach players, like, even on a day when you really, really struggled, right? And you are blaming yourself. You're like, I threw it so bad. You may not have thrown it so bad. It might just not have been a ball pattern zone matchup, right? There might be something missing. So it's really key to be honest with yourself and know, okay, was I throwing it well that day? And knowing when you are and when you aren't.
Right.
And then also just, maybe your weakness isn't your game per se of like your technical side of or your technique. It's learning the balls and the zones.
Again, Kate, that's unfortunate there. It
Yeah.
just got right off ramp.
Yep.
Let's see
Slipped
if
off.
this young lady here can rebound from that.
Yeah, like we're on lane 28. I need to look up this player.
Great shot right there.
So on 28, this is our Kylie. Kylie over there is playing exactly where I would be playing. Now she's going for her spare, but her first shot, when she's up on 27, you gotta watch her, because she's there. Good shot by Kay too.
Great shot, great spare by that. That's way to come back after that. I'll applaud that. It is not an easy thing to do.
Yes. Now, Darren, you've seen a lot of girls start playing. Obviously, Taylor, when did she start throwing it two-handed? Has she been two-handed the whole time?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Taylor started bowling in 2019.
Okay.
And we were learning what the dots were.
Okay.
And the arrows. And kind of took to it like a duck in water, right?
Nice.
I mean, just really enjoyed it. And then COVID hit and wrecked the season for about 6 to 8 months. Her first competitive season was in 2020. End of 20, going into 21. And so 3-4.5 years ago, we started two hands. And, her coach, Mike Shady, has just been a tremendous influence in not just her bowling game, but personal game as well. We're learning a lot of different things with a little Brooklyn strike on 32 for Taylor. Looks like she had a footing issue.
We take those.
Yeah,
you don't give them back.
We're seeing a lot more advancements with two-handed females, right? And
100%.
It's certainly an athletic maneuver and position. Anna Anthony's one of them has really, gotten much better, much improved the way she's throwing a bowling ball.
100%.
Not a big, she's kind of tiny, so she has to use all of that energy to create the power. And then you've got some of these one-handers now that have really worked on something, which is they do practice drills as two hands. Savannah Portillo is a great young athlete, phenomenal player.
Yeah.
And she practices two hands with 3 steps and 1 steps, which we do a lot of drills.
Yeah.
What that does for those of you out there is that teaches you guys and gals that, hey, I want to catch it more at the bottom. And being a two-handed player allows that to happen even in a one-handed game. So it's good to learn both.
Yeah, her story is great. She actually, for a whole summer, yeah, she's not looking at you.
No,
this is an example of child dad at the moment.
This is dad's on the live stream, and
I'm free. I'm free.
I'm not coach. Nice shot by Malaya Briggs with a harsh reality pearl.
Savannah went home a summer after junior gold of non-great performance, and that's when she started bowling two-handed. And she originally said she wanted to switch to two-handed, but decided against it. Went back to one-handed. But yeah, the drills are great, and we encourage people all the time. So.
It does help. It does help. So, you know.
So now, as two-handed bowling on the female side is becoming more popular, what have you experienced? Is the transition different?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's. So a lot of the two-handers that I coach, which is like 85% boys now, and you know, you're starting to see more girls. It's called matched. So a lot of two-handers struggle with two things. One, they either have they're not matched because the ball speed's too low for the rev rate, or their ball speed's too high for the rev rate. Yes, that does happen in two-hands because they don't use a good transfer of energy. So when you look at that, the more matched you get, the better it comes off. And one of the persons that I'm going to mention, he's on the tour. We all look at Belmo. He's become more matched over the years.
Yes.
And has more tricks. Simonson. But even Boog Kroll.
Yeah.
You saw breakout season because he's figured out how to match that speed and RPM load to what he needs. And I think we're seeing more of that where kids have a lot of success, especially on the female side as they transition to a lot of female athletes and bowlers are trying two hands now because they see that the power and the rev rate, and that's what this game's become.
Right.
Now, and this may be a plug for Storm, but with Storm's AI technology and the better cores that are coming out of the game, it is really important to have that power to go through the pins and the energy as these oils change constantly. And Storm's really benefited their bowlers to do that. So, great job on the R&D team.
Yeah, they're smart down there.
A little bit.
They don't let us know all their secrets either.
That's okay, as long as you get to throw the equipment.
That's right. They usually they'll let marketing know when they're ready to bring it to the table. They're like, we can't tell you too soon. You'll start telling people our secrets. I'm like, all right, that's fair. I get it.
I like Belmo's teaser. He does these ball tests and he drops the teaser of what's coming.
Yes. Oh, there's some good stuff coming. I do know we are working into next year, and there is some good stuff coming. Don't you worry, folks, if you're a Storm fan. But we've had a great summer of releases, and we have the great staples like we talked about earlier, the IQ Tour, the High Road, the Phase 2. Like, you can't go wrong with any one of those. The hustles too are great. People don't talk about the hustles
That's
enough.
a valued bowling ball that is just outstanding.
Right.
No question about it. If you're a league bowler, you can do a couple of them. You can do a pearl, you can do a solid, and they're pretty good across the board for what you get. Nice shot by Anna Anthony there on 27.
Well, I had one of my friends that's a high school coach reach out to me this year, and she had a brand new bowler starting high school, and she's like, I need a ball that's not super, not going to scare the parents away by price, but still has some performance. I'm like, get a hustle. Like, without a doubt, that's where you're at.
That's a good shot there. I bet there's that hook. So she's kind of trapped. Yeah, you got a good lineup that's well rounded across all three brands. No question about it.
That's what Hank always says, and Alex now too. They're working on building the line top to bottom and not overlapping with any one piece.
There really isn't an overlap in any of the lines right now. Storm's got the Ion Max and the Ion Pro, and I think the Pro is a great step up from a IQ.
Yep.
I really do. I think it's just a really good, solid step up from an IQ. So we're on the last two pairs here, 29-30 and 31-32, and they're playing notoriously difficult.
Yes.
As they get later in the day.
This end and then 1 and 2 are the you don't want to draw that pair.
Yeah, well, we're gonna.
Which is ironic because everyone always wants to be on the live stream, and I'm like, you know, if you miss the live stream, you're okay this
You're okay.
tournament. Like,
3 pairs that are more challenging than not.
there
so.
have been some outliers on 29 and 30. We had Nathan Thaser shot his 260 here.
Yeah.
And we had a 270 last game. So, yeah, there's been a couple. But other than that, I think it was last year I did the math when I was, at the end of the day, the score was exceptionally low last year on 29 and 30. And we only had like of 10 games, or 10 games bowled, but all of the players, obviously, there were only something like 12 200 games shot
12.
on 29 and 30. Yeah.
Man, I wonder what that percentage is.
It was-
Definitely is not high.
It explained why at the end of the day Gary asked why you're not saying anything.
I think as we get down here in the 9th and 8th and then 31 and 32 and the 9th and the 10th on 29 and 30, I think it's you're looking at the scoreboard and you're seeing some low stuff out there.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think necessarily that shot by her on 29 was that bad from late. It just got right, and they're tough.
You got to go up the hill on this lane, not straight at it.
And that's what I think. For her being so straight, you gotta move left with your feet, left with your target, and just kind of keep it in front of you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lost art of keeping the ball in front of you.
True story. Ooh, that's a good shot. Hold on. Perfect. Kaylin Campbell. I don't know if Kaylin started the college visits?
She has actually.
Okay. She's another solid, like your
Oh,
daughter. She's another solid player that I think will be heading somewhere.
Oh yeah, highly looked at and very nice young lady to work with. Super talented. So that she's going to start that visit. They're starting to do a lot of recruits now for 26 because of the new NCAA rule. And if you don't understand that, parents or anybody out there listening to the stream, check out the NCAA rule because it's a new rule coming down, and that affects all athletes. Now, there's roster limitations, there's money limitations, so it's important everybody be aware of that when they deal with their college coaches and on these visits, and ask the tough questions.
Yeah.
So Haley's up on lane 30, and she's going to try to put something together here. She got a decent game going on, but we got to get some marks. Using a summit.
It's a little right, but she got away with it. Makes it back to the head pin.
Easy spare. I think spares, Blair, you alluded to it. Spares are important.
Oh, today especially.
Spare counts are huge.
Zoe's got a little over-under reaction going on.
Welcome to the spare.
I'm telling you. Because she has a little higher rev rate, but she still is facing kind of what the other girls are. Nice spare. Nice spare.
Very important. Phil
Malia went Brooklyn, and the pin spun and did not fall. And then 31 didn't pick it up. The rack did not. It's like, no, she struck. She did. So now we're waiting on a pin if anyone's wondering what's happening, why no one's bowling. It literally spun around.
Did it really?
Yeah,
I didn't
it did.
see it. Nice
It was
shot
ridiculous.
by Alyssa in DC, by the way. Okay. Cleaning the deck here and getting it. I guess we could call that a solid 9 pin, but it wasn't a solid 9.
No, but, if you go Brooklyn, you're telling the pins, I already am not really lined up. Can you just work with me here? Come on.
Yeah. Just give me something,
Yeah,
man. They're hard.
Yeah.
I think I was on a podcast one time where I was sitting with someone like yourself, and it was a Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it was a Stone 9 Brooklyn. I'm like, is there such a thing in that comment? Stone 9 Brooklyn? Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's great. Pins. Round objects hitting round things. Weird things happen. I'm telling you.
I think Stick's hitting a little white golf ball that, looks to be so easy, but is definitely not.
Right?
Not my sport.
No. You know what? We got the little U12s coming to finish it up down here.
Awesome. Those are the fun ones to watch. I love to watch those.
Their energy levels, I need them. I need whatever they do.
No amount of coffee would ever reach that.
Dang. There's no hope. Oh,
No, we've tried.
I know. Like little Nolan. Oh my gosh. Nolan Randisi.
He's cute.
He's my favorite. And if you ever listen to him talk at the end of a block, He talks like an adult. In
Does
a
he?
little,
I haven't-
oh yeah,
I-
it's like a little. He's in a 12-year-old body, but he's an adult,
Maybe we should grab him on the live stream.
Yeah.
Do an interview.
right?
Kay Smith, lane 30, up in the 10th.
She's had a little up and down game. She's in the right part of the lane. That one looked like she moved right, but she is in the right part of the lane.
Yes.
So
I think she heard you, Blair. I think she moved right to shape it up a little bit.
yeah. Slide it over. No.
Certainly, scores have unfortunately dropped across the house
Yeah.
in game
They-
5.
They not only dropped, they fell off of a cliff.
They are.
It was not like a little slight, a little roller
No.
coaster drop. No, it's
No.
like there's a mountain, and they're at the bottom. I don't know what happened. Transition, folks. It hits hard.
It does, and I think managing that transition. Taylor made a big adjustment on lane 31, and now pretty deep inside. Much better shot there. Big move.
Did Taryn go back to her high on max, or has
She
she been
did.
throwing? Okay,
She
all right.
did. She's been
That's a
throwing.
big move.
Yeah, and I think what it's going to allow her to do is kind of maybe pick it up and roll and stop. I think that was her idea. It's safe.
Okay.
She seems to like that, get out of that ball well. And hey, 8 spare, there's nothing wrong with that.
That is the other thing. You bring up a great point for parents here, maybe especially like parents that are just getting into bowling, right? Your kids started bowling, and I hear all the time, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what bowling is, and
No, and a lot of parents
Yeah.
don't understand what bowling is.
but they he told, or I always tell people, like, don't 8 or 9. Find the ball that will give you 8 or 9. That's the key.
And we say that too at Junior Gold, which is so important. 8 or 9 spare, 9 spare, 8 spare, and
Yeah.
count, right? So you're
Right.
not going to make spares all the time. We
No.
get that.
Yes.
But if you get that 8 count or that 9 count, it's so important because it's a lot easier than that washout.
100%.
So my wife is next to me here, and she's asking me for my wallet.
Yeah,
So I get to put her.
I
All right, you
approve.
approve. Blair approves. I'm allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, come on. Yeah.
So kudos.
Always give the wives the wallet. Come on.
Absolutely, great shot there, and it never hooked.
Yeah.
So again, that's the rev rate, the lower rev rate we talk about on this pair, where that gets in the center of the lane and the ball never did much, and not a bad idea to test that in the 10th.
100%.
So Zoe with a good shot there. Solid 10 back. Looks like she can have a solid finish here, punch out for 191 and gain some ground. I mean, for those watching who are new to this also and listening, sometimes they go, well, I only shot a 180 or I shot like
Dude.
190. You know what?
Yeah.
You got to look at the field.
Right?
And where's the field at? We talked about the scores earlier. If the field, is averaging 175 to 180, okay, and you shoot 180, you're on pace.
Yes.
So
That's such a key. And we talk a lot in the seminars. I don't know if we actually talked about it this time, but most seminars it comes up, should you watch scores? And even if you're not a score watcher, right? That bothers you, or it causes anxiety that you don't need. At least watch the pace. Like, at least look around and go, okay. And Leanne does a great job because she does try to keep the divisions kind of close by.
Sure.
So you can look around and go, okay, how are we doing here? Like, is everyone shooting 250 or is everyone shooting 180? Because that's a different mindset.
It is very true, and I think that's overlooked, and that's one of
Yeah.
the things as coaches that we look at and say, okay, all the kids, it's all well known, and we do this quite often, which is work the process. The outcome's going to be what the outcome. Don't focus on the outcome. Well, kids look at score. We all look at score and say, okay, I can do this, and I can
For
do this.
sure.
But where are you in the relative strength against the pace of the field? And I think that is often okay to shoot a $180. There was a time at this Junior Gold, there was a rough block.
Yeah.
A lot of them had it.
Yeah.
Went to bed in 12th,
Yep.
woke up in 8th.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
How does that happen? Well, they struggle just as much as you do. So
Absolutely.
parents and athletes listening, it's okay. one shot at a time. Taylor's thumbs up for something. I'm not sure what that is, but saying I did it.
I love it.
The energy's fun.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite segment, these U12.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in. If you still want to have me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Hang
I'm
out.
in. I'm
You're
hanging out.
here. Your
I love
daughter's
it.
gonna go to 1 and 2 though.
Or
actually,
no, 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Which, I'm good with.
Okay. How about like half a game, and maybe if she comes for a May Day?
I'll tell you what. If she has a decent block, I'm gonna stay. I'm having fun.
You're in.
I like it.
All right.
She'll come back. You guys may hear her on the live stream in a minute
That's
after
right.
this.
She'll be like, "Wait a minute, you're staying?"
Yeah.
Yeah. No, U12's fun. It's great, and we got. It looks like some other U15 girls maybe coming. Not sure. Nope. I lied. U12. Should be another U12 there. I think we're all U12 down here. Anyway, this will be fun. Bam Bam is celebrating a birthday
Nice.
on
Hot by Taryn Murphy there in the 10th. Big shot.
10/13, which is tomorrow. So little Aaron Cabanis,
All
who
right.
you'll see, he turns, I don't know what age, but he is a birthday tomorrow.
So we got a nice little athlete going to step up on lane 30. Matthew here.
He's got a star on his head.
These are just fun to watch.
He's got
Two-hander with a lot of good energy. And,
Look at.
yeah, he's going to carve it up there and aces it flush back.
What?
Nice shot.
What just happened?
What?
Matthew's like.
Look at the smile thumbs up.
Thumbs
I
up.
like it. I got him to do a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Oh my gosh. And here we go. And then Caden Kelso here. Simba nickname.
Simba.
Let's go. Let's go, Caden. I know he's from Columbus. I've known him for a while.
Ooh, look
Ooh,
out.
It went a little right. That's all right.
That's all right.
Caden, shake it off.
It's all right.
First ball on live stream. We get a little amped up.
The grade
Yeah.
board doesn't hook all the time.
It doesn't.
No.
Trevor
Sorry.
Mason,
Good
multi-time
shot by Trevor
SYC
Mason.
champ.
Yeah,
He's good.
he's becoming better and better as he continues to learn and grow. He's a solid player.
I'm trying
Come
to
on,
pull
Caden,
up
get it back, buddy.
U12 boys.
That's a better shot. Great spare conversion by
Yeah.
Caden.
All
See,
right.
buddy, that's 9 spare. Nothing back. Don't worry about it.
So in the U12 boys, we got Bam Bam, Aaron Cabanis,
Bam, bam.
leading the field. He has averaged 174 today.
That's pretty good.
Under 12, folks.
Wow.
Trevor
under 12.
Mason, right behind him, 170 average. Vinny Piccolo, 167 average. And Nolan Randisi in 4th currently. So,
Good shot there, Vincent.
and of course, we're trying to be in the top half of the field. So in the U12 boys, how many players do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 players.
Okay.
So trying to be in that top half.
So for those listening, by the way, and I'm sure y'all know it, but I'll say it. Top half of the field. You can't win this on day one, folks.
Nope. You
You're-
can't.
You can't. It's not day one winning. So even block one winning. You got a lot of bowling left. Ooh, Big Messenger just does not want to take that 10 pin out. Who is letter C? Who is that?
That's Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
That's Bam Bam.
That's Bam Bam. I love it.
Yeah, you Aaron Cabanis, who
Aaron, okay,
he does not say a lot. He
Alright.
just bowls a lot.
That's okay. Good
And-
shot.
Here, I asked his parents. He's also from Columbus, and I've known his family quite a while. But Bam Bam, I asked them at the Super Slam. He was bowling incredibly, and I looked over and I said, "Who coaches Bam Bam?" And they look at me and they go,
Self-taught.
"Self-taught,
Wow.
all natural.
Wow.
Family is in bowling, so he's been around bowling." But he does get his equipment drilled at Mikey and Mikey and Chris Vise Pro Shop TV Bowling Supply
There you go.
in Columbus, Ohio. But even Chris will tell you that he does not really coach him. He just kind of watches and changes some stuff, but it's all just natural.
You know, that's a blessing that you get from above. And I will tell you that as a very faith-based man, and I won't shy away from it, is that good Lord blesses you with some talent and it's up to you to use it. So
Yeah.
Matthew slipped on that strike ball and comes back with a very nice shot
I
on
thought
the
that was
spare
gonna
ball
spare
to get
it.
count,
Yeah.
which is a good job there. Didn't lose much, which is important. Yeah, Trevor Mason on 29 now. Trevor's again, solid player all the way through for a very young age. I have noticed, Blair, and I maybe agree or got a comment to this, some of these younger players have really, really matured quickly in this sport.
Yes. Trevor being one of them. Now, Trevor has gone the homeschool path from a young age. His family, when he started loving bowling, right? He's from the Texas area, and they drive everywhere. They drive to every tournament. They pack up grandma and mom and little sister, and they show up at every SYC, every PBA junior, everything they can do. And
that's great.
Yeah. So Trevor here, he goes everywhere.
And it builds family bonding time, and I think that's what this sport of bowling can do. I've been associated with it for a very long time when I started, and it builds such bonding time with people. Taylor with a little animation there. She doubles in the 10th. I have to watch those animations the last time we did one on the camera, but that's okay. So, Bam Bam.
Here he goes.
With great energy and,
Again, like, you really can't teach that at that young of age.
No.
Yeah.
And same with Nolan Randisi. He's got to use every ounce of that little body to get it in there. And again, this is a tough pair. These kids are throwing it really good for what they're bowling on.
All right, I have to search this every time I give this stat, so give me a second because Nolan Randisi. So our friends at Bolero this year, who shout out to PBA Junior and Bolero. They are great for the sport, and PBA Junior donates an extra scholarship to the SYC on Sundays. We have the Never Give Up scholarship, but Okay, so Nolan Randisi, he bowled in the 2024 Bolero Youth Classic Series tournaments all over, right? He racked up $41,000 in scholarship money this year.
Oh my goodness!
$41,000. He's like what, 10, 11, somewhere in there.
11. I believe he's 11.
11 years old. 41,000.
It's like fundraising. That's like setting a record.
And so they had some really good tournaments that popped up, and he got lined up in a few, and his dad was like, we're going to travel to these.
And hey, why not? It gives the youth the opportunity. Matthew there with a nice backup ball to convert the 10 pin. You're seeing a lot of two-handers move to that, by the way, is throwing backup balls.
Yeah.
That's something I will tell you Taylor's worked on, is backup ball on a strike ball.
I like it.
If the right side gets shut out after some people. So.
Oh, Nolan's 10.
He's 10.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then,
more.
Speaking of another Nolan Conway, celebrating a birthday this weekend. I believe his is today, Nolan. So,
happy
shout
birthday.
out to Nolan.
Happy birthday. Awesome stuff.
Oh, hang on. My
Close.
guy, Caden.
Caden, it's all right. One shot, buddy. Get it back.
Yes.
Again, that's that, you're going to miss them sometimes. That's count.
For sure.
And then we got, I love the 12-year-old girls division. They're just so cute. Like, you've got a little Lennon Short over there.
How cute.
She
so
is just
tiny.
two-hand with a thumb.
Yeah.
And look at that. Just read it perfectly.
Love it.
And a good pattern. So.
I see your wife gave your wallet back.
She did give me a wallet back. Yeah.
That's a good wife.
Let's see. Is there? Oh, I have a $20 bill in there. It's a bonus.
See, I'm telling
The
you.
credit card's missing, but that's
It's fine. It happens.
good.
Been there.
Looks like a good spare buy.
Oh, Vinny. Vinny got the hard ones out of that.
Caden Simba on lane 30. We call him Simba.
Yeah.
Again, that's what we saw last block or last game on this pair. It just broke loose, and I think this is going to get tough for this game for these guys.
For sure.
Another nice little young player there on lane 31.
All right, let's pull up our handy dandy list of names. All right, so we're watching.
Great conversion by Simba there.
I love it. I love Simba. Simba nickname is the best. You know, Mufasa's coming out. There's a new movie.
I think of that. Look beyond what you see.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right. On our pair to the right, the other U12 pair, we have Daisy Newton, Lennon Short, Mackenzie Carter, Arson.
Didn't carry the 7 for Vincent. Okay.
Arson Renzo and Stevie Newton. Those are the players that you're watching. And then...
Nice spare by that young lady.
I don't know which one it is.
That is...
Mackenzie
Carter. Great little pickup there for the very tough spare.
Here's the other thing I love about the U12 bowlers. Thank you, parents. They all have names on the back of their shirts, except Bam.
That's my applause.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
When you're doing these live streams and announcing, it's nice to see that.
Yeah. Oh. Now, 10 games in a day is a lot for some of these younger players.
Pickett? No, not quite. Good shot at it, though. But again, count. We talked about that. Count's so important, even on an open frame. You saw a lot of that in junior gold where you were in a split.
Yep.
Washout, super washout. And just to get, 8 or 9 out of that's a big deal.
100%.
One thing I have seen in this tournament here is parents are not screaming at kids. They're having fun as families. And watched last night at the beach party. It was just amazing to see they weren't on their phone.
It's great. Well, Kelly called out. So at the beginning, everyone was sitting up on their phone. And Kelly's like, okay, how many people in this room are from the coast? And no one raised their hand. And she goes, okay, you guys, that's an ocean. You can take off your shoes and go get in it.
And people did that.
Yeah,
they actually did it. My
It
wife and I did that, and we caught a roller, and so she rolled up her pant legs, and it splashed, and she wore it all up the derriere, but that's okay. We kind of laughed at it on the way back.
That's funny. Yeah.
But what we saw last night was families coming together. We saw a lot of fellowship with bowlers talking to other bowlers, or families talking to families at that point, and nobody was on their phones, and nobody was. There was a moment of calm and fun, and I think that, I want to shout out to everybody on the Storm Youth staff, all the way up to Barb, just a wonderful lady, to support this effort, and, Tyler and what he's done with the organization now taking over. So what a great group of people here.
Yeah, Tyler had a tough task to follow up Bill Chrisman, but he navigated it really well, and Tyler's awesome, and our whole executive team, Hank and Corbin and Steve and Gary, I'm forgetting someone. Everyone is awesome, and they, a year ago we lost Bill, and I said it at the end of the year, our executive team, from the employee standpoint, they were the ones that made sure we all were okay, because we were grieving too. We just lost a friend. And so they were the ones checking in with us every day and really kind of keeping us in it and letting us talk about it and letting us, feel out everything you felt. So it was great.
Everybody has a right to feel. And you can't deny that. And I think when you go through a loss as tightly as a company as SPI brands are, and Bill was a father figure to some. He was a mentor and leader to others.
100%.
And I heard the stories that, you just sit in your cube and all of a sudden it would hit you and you just cry.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's okay to let that go.
Yeah.
You got to let it go. And, carry it, Simba. Oh, and he trips the 4-pin.
Oh, and we're getting amped up. Let's go.
Let's go. So we're going to get back onto some positive stuff. But, the leadership team has done a great job, and to support the youth is huge.
For sure.
It's
the youth is the future. Exactly. There's no doubt these kids are going to be bowling for a minute.
Oh, yeah. And tons of talent coming out. Parents, for those of you guys starting out in this, and if this is your first SYC or your second or even your third, it's a great way to get the kids to college.
Yeah.
It's a great way to have fun in the sport and do it and build it and reach out to others. It's a big deal. So Mackenzie Carter up on 31 now. Definitely straighter up front. A little bit of a better launch angle. And a great shot and a big strike from Mackenzie Carter.
No smile or anything.
And a
Mackenzie,
double.
Come on. I want to smile next time.
I do
Mackenzie.
too.
Vinny here. Vinny just shot a 300
Did he
a few
really?
weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah. He's another incredible young man. Been bowling a little bit here and there over the years, but really kind of, he's grown into his game. You can see a little high backswing coming.
Very, who he reminds me of, a very young EJ Tackett.
Ooh, that's
He's got
a good one.
He's got a really good energy motion there for such a young age, and a one-hander with a lot of power.
Yeah.
I think not even an argument that EJ is probably the most powerful one-hander on tour. And last year he rolled over just about everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up when Vinny shot his 300. It was
Two-hander Stevie Newton, 12-year-old, young 12-year-old. Great
Yes.
shot there by Stevie on a difficult pattern.
super solid. Her family moved from Hawaii to Pennsylvania.
Did they really?
Yeah, they're in the military, and so shout out to our friends that serve. We're thankful
Amen.
to all of them.
We are.
So Vinny shot his first 300 with a Magic Gem this summer.
All right. Oh, there it's up on the screen. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
All right. Big smile there.
Huge.
Just missed target a little bit there for Nolan.
I want Nolan to spare it up. He can do
I
it.
think he's got this. I do. I think.
I do too.
I think not betting on TV here, but I think he's got it. I think
Yeah.
he's tough enough where he knows how to make this conversion.
He's got this.
I'm going with you, Blair, on this one. I'm in.
Shout out to the Randices too. They had a hard loss this week, and they're here this weekend. So Nolan and Alyssa are bowling for Grandpa this weekend, I think. So
Hearts and prayers go out to the
Yeah.
Randisi family for
Sad.
that. Yeah,
we're a big family here
we are. Everybody's back.
for sure. All right, Nolan, let's spare it up here.
We're gonna pause for this one. Blair's got this. That's pretty good, Blair.
Everyone paused
pretty
for
good.
it. The whole lane. Oh, come
Oh.
on. I'm with you, Nolan.
That's a good
Everyone was
shot.
like watching. They're like, we all want to see.
Daisy Newton, the left-hander, on 31. Man, I tell you, I'm watching 31. Every time I watch 31, they strike. I think all parents are like, can you watch more?
Yeah, right? Like, yeah, exactly. They're all like, Darren, you just focus on 31 and 32. Let Blair handle 29 and 30. Here
Mason,
goes Simba.
great
Aw.
wrap 10. Mason on 27 there. He's got a solid start. Two-hander with an eye on Max.
He's using the whole lane there.
So, yeah,
He's like,
it's a tall young boy.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he's sliding at like 45.
right?
Is that a bomb pop jersey?
Yes.
Seriously? All right, I love it.
Nolan is killing it with the.
And the headband.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
Nolan always dresses to impress.
love it. I can't rock the headband, but I did rock the Storm tattoo last night. So
You totally rocked it, the back of your head. It was great. Is it still there? Oh, you still have
It's
a little bit.
there.
Yeah. All
So
right, okay.
for those of you who are on the Storm Facebook page and you see the Instagram, that is the back of my head.
Yes. Lennon there gets it a little to the right.
It's all right. Vinny. Ooh, he changed bowling balls.
He did. Ball change.
And
Good
rips
choice.
the rack on a 10-pin trip. Nice shot there by Vincent. What was that? Was that an Iron Max?
It was. The Ion Max. I feel like everyone has one in their bag here. All right, Trevor. Strike. Strike for Trevor.
I've seen a lot of the Max go down early.
All right, so the bowlers here, this is the last game, and then you all are leaving us
We are.
and going to hang out with Gary and Lee and over at Little River. And then we'll find out who will be coming back to Planet Fun tomorrow. Top half of the field.
Top half of the field. Remember, folks, the top half of the field's a good way to be. Tomorrow's the finals.
For
Can't
sure.
win it one day. Great shot by that young man right there on 29.
Yes. Like, again, smile, Nolan.
It's okay to smile.
It is. Nolan gets very serious.
One of the superstars coming in, not quite into view, Elliott Gordon, a junior gold winner. Super talented.
He started here on for game 1 and 2, so I think he left his stuff here. Now he's coming back to retrieve it.
Judging by the look on the face.
Yeah.
We'll see what that is. Simba, lane 29. That's a pretty good shot right there. Lays off a little. Nope, that didn't go. I thought it was going to go.
Oh, but he got 9. He's like, I'll take it.
That's
I'll
good.
take it. Shout out to his dad, who's not here this weekend. It's a mother-son trip, and I heard Grandma's here too. I haven't met Grandma, but
Okay.
yeah, I love when the family kind of, not every parent can come to every tournament. You kind of have to take turns sometimes. It's expensive or work or commitments at home.
We drove down, and kudos to my wife, Katie Kretz, who drove the entire way.
Wow.
Taylor does drive now, but she drove the way, and I worked like 14 hours, which was, I got more work done, which was great.
Yeah.
It's the end of our fiscal year, so I'm pretty busy.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, see, I mean, you gotta make do, right? Like,
Absolutely.
I've heard families have to navigate Zoom calls in the middle. Like, Dad has to take a Zoom call. We gotta pull over for an hour so that he can.
I had my hotspot, and I was on Microsoft Teams. I had like 4 back-to-back meetings on Microsoft Teams. True story.
That's funny.
And it's
so did everyone just put headphones on in the car so they didn't listen to you?
It was just me,
Oh,
and they did their own thing, and I had these noise-canceling ones, which worked great.
Yeah.
So I was able to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Get some stuff done.
You know, the modern technology is amazing because we were driving to Las Vegas, and I was on a work call. The 2 people that I was riding with, they were on work calls, so all 3 of us were on the phone
Good
at the same
pickup
time.
by Vincent there on a 10-pin.
Yeah.
And that's. I think that's the nice part about being, now remote and in person with hybrid. So.
Yeah.
Trevor Mason, lane 30. He's working on on one here. See if he can double up. It's a pretty good shot off his hand, and a little high with a 4-pin. I don't think he missed anything at the lane. I think just broke down a little bit more. And it's interesting to see the higher rev 2-handers tear up a pattern more, and the spots are different. I think a lot of people are thinking, they hook, right to left. This is now front to back. Great shot again by that young lady.
Stevie
and a
is
3-bagger
killing it. Yeah.
on the pair. She's going to give me knuckles on that one. I like it.
She's like, this is working. I'm going to keep
And
doing
it's a
this.
smile. Did you see that?
I did see the smile.
I like the smile.
You got a fist bump, and her sister almost didn't. So.
Daisy didn't get the fist bump, but Stevie gave me the fist bump.
Right. She's playing favorites.
I think so. I like it. And see if Nolan Randisi can get things started off here.
Yeah. Daisy Newton also is a past SYC champion. She picked
Is she?
up. She bowled in her very first SYC this summer. I believe it was her first. It might be her second. But she bowled in Columbus, and she won. It was her last tournament in the U12 division,
Nice
and
shot
then she moved
by
up to U15. And so now she's navigating that new world.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I tell you, for those of you who don't really understand it or learning to do it more, winning one of these things is not easy.
It is not.
I mean, and to watch Gianna Brandolino, who's number one, just an amazing athlete, but a great young lady as well, to come out here and win 13 of these things.
Insane.
That's I mean.
Yeah.
That's a task.
She broke the record. It was held by Spencer Robage and Jillian Martin. I don't know if anyone's heard of those 2 in the sport.
No. Who are they?
Right. Spencer, college player, made the Masters TV show as I don't even know if he was 21 yet.
No, he was,
I don't think he
20.
was, right? Yeah, he's in
20.
Reno. Can't gamble, but he's making the finals.
Jillian Martins wins the Queens.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Yeah, two or 3 PWBA titles already.
3
titles. Yeah. So Jillian bowled in these, and I always there is a little asterisk by all of this record stuff, right? Because when we first started the SYC in 2017, there were only 2 a year, and then there were 4 a year, and then there were 6, and now it's 8. Wow, that 30 got mad. Yeah. Caden's like, what did I do?
We have a little misfeed issue on lane 30. We've got pins that are probably now before the sweep, almost at the break point.
It got
This is, I'm not giving you that. Clears offline for a second. Lennon Short on 31. Look, good shot looking there, and does not roll the 7-pin, but that's okay. She's got an easy pickup there.
Lane 30 just said, it's time for lunch. Like, we're done.
So we're going to take a I would
TV,
say.
TV timeout.
TV timeout.
Yeah.
I can do the radio voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause for station identification.
Yeah, no kidding.
My wife
Yeah.
probably cringed when I did that.
It's fine. But anyway, so the asterisk would be that Spencer and Jillian, they did not begin in the U12 division in this event.
They did not. I did not know
They
that.
did not. Yep, because Spencer was already U15. He might have been U15 when he started in 2017. I think. Either U15 or U18, but they didn't have very many.
Yeah, he was U15 because I watched him on U15.
Here's another one, and I need to go home and look up the stat after this tournament because Mabel Cummins only bowled 2 or 3. Actually, I could look it up. She.
Mason Mackin on lane 28. Urethane. Interesting choice. We're still waiting on lane 30 to be repaired and clear that.
It got tired. All right, so my friend Mabel.
Just saw her, by the way, this past weekend.
She's an incredible young lady.
Just one, a fierce athlete and competitor, and two, just a great human being, good
Okay,
person.
so Mabel Cummins bowled won 6 SYC titles. We believe she bowled 6.
So she's won all 6?
She won every event
Really?
she could enter before she aged out.
Wow.
So while that stat is not the best ever, it is pretty cool. She either won 5 or 6. We have to go back. Those records were before pre-bowl metrics.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of it. And, she's done very, very well at Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Now a grad student over there. And we got to have dinner with her and the team.
Such a bright young lady. Always has been, too.
She actually just passed her MCAT.
Did she? Oh,
And now she wants to do, medical school for neurological science. So,
Good.
yeah, great lady.
Yeah.
Great young lady. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, she came up through the EYT system.
Another good program.
Yep.
Deandra runs a good program over there. So
Yep. Uh-oh. Lane 38.
lane 30 is not good. So we're going to move kind of over to lane 28 with a pickup from J.J. Elton on a big 5 in the Greek church. He's going to get 3. It almost got them all.
Oh, so close.
What a great shot that was. But again, 9 out. That's not so bad. Let's see what Mason can do to kind of get back on the roll to set up here in the 10th.
This is a great opportunity while we have a moment to thank our friends at Planet Fun. As you see, our friends.
Great staff.
Yeah, they do everything for this bowling center. I want to work here someday.
It is Planet Fun. Unless you're on 1-2 and 29-30, 31-2, then it's Planet No Fun.
Yeah, that nickname needs to go. I'm over it. I love Planet Fun.
They're great.
Yeah,
it
no,
is
I
a
know.
great staff. They really are.
Yeah.
But it is
it.
Planet. I mean, everybody here is having fun. But
Brian McDonough, I go, where did this nickname come from? And he goes, I'm pretty sure it was Stephanie Alexander. She was the first one I ever heard say Planet No Fun. Yeah, but you'll hear. I mean, Leanna Gary will say it over at Little River, but even Brian McCall, who's the owner, says, "Yeah, we're called Planet No Fun. We get it. We understand. We know our place."
But great staff. Brian runs a good business here. They've been doing this a long time. They're a great host center. Food's good. People are good, and I think it makes a good experience for everybody involved. Just a little short there with a 2-pin for Trevor. And Mr. Conway there in lane 28's got a pickup, and he does convert.
Yeah,
So
and
that's all good there.
Speaking of Planet Fun, they have a great cafe here, Stars
do?
Grill. So if you're ever in the area and you're needing a place to eat, but they also have a great arcade. And you know where I'm going after this?
The
I'm
arcade.
going to the Fast and the Furious.
There you go.
I've raced twice, and I'm first place in both. So I'm going back.
I'm not gonna challenge you to that. I'm just gonna believe. I'm gonna believe Blair.
Leanne, during the setup, we had to wait a little bit, and I'm like, I'm buying a game card. And so I went over and bought a game card, and she's like, are you really playing it? I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, all right, if I lose you this weekend, I know where to find you.
You know where to
I'm like,
find you.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in action on 30. Has come back to life. Vinny Bigelow's up on 30 with, again, Ion Max. Good ball change for him. And another solid, ring 10. Another solid shot.
He wanted that one.
Yeah, I think he wanted that also. So Nolan Randisi with a double, looking to capitalize and get the 3-bagger and the big turkey.
Papa Starkey in. Papa, we're missing you, thinking about you. His health, he's going through some health things, so Papa and Nana couldn't be here. But Abby is celebrating her 18th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Abigail Starkey, and many prayers for Papa and Nana.
And
Put that out there.
Abby will be here this afternoon, Papa, so you got to stick around.
Awesome.
We're taking a break, but you can come back and watch later.
I will be at Little River, so I can't join in the live stream, but maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. For sure tomorrow. We'll have you back in for sure. There's Nolan.
Big chance for a three-bagger.
Oh,
Just
that
never
holds.
saw the corner and leaves the bucket. I think he's looking at that saying, man, I threw that good and I just missed it, or it just, again, that's that lane. It just gets a little goofy.
And Mom's to the left of me going, it's okay,
It's okay.
Nolan. It's okay. Like, Mom has the hard job.
Bam Bam carving it up. And again, didn't hook.
Yeah.
I think he wouldn't like that one off his hand, but that's okay. So, a couple of, this is a tricky spare, this bucket. It's not easy. You've got, you got to get that pin out in the back, and, I just never saw it.
No.
So, it happens.
It happens.
Oh, yeah. I remember the U.S. Open when Norm was facing Mika, and he had to make a bucket to win.
Yes.
I would have not want to shot that, but Norm just aces it. Of course, he's the legend.
Another spare I would not want to shoot to win is the, lane 30, what Bam Bam's shooting at, right? The head pin's there. It should be easy.
Not
it's
on
not
this
easy at all.
No.
I could chop this 4 different ways. Bam Bam's not gonna, though.
No, he just aces
He's like, I'm
the...
good. Bam Bam's just like, I got this.
I got this. Here.
Yeah.
Hold my Mountain Dew.
Exactly.
1-2-4-9 conversion.
He's fine. All right, here comes Caden. So Simba scared lane 30 the last time, and now we're back in action. Pretty good shot.
Real good shot there. Got a hook. Doesn't carry. Leaves a 4. Soft 4. Matthews up on lane 30. That one's left. And here's a 6-pin again. We talked about it several times. 9 spare outs, good. I mean, I'm looking at the scores right now, and 2 pairs over from what your viewers can see: 235, 160, 170, 180, 220, 190. And then you go to these pairs, and it's 126, 161, 162, 180, 150.
Yes.
So for those athletes who are watching or looking at this or go replay it, go back to the field, right? Everybody's going to catch these pairs at some point with the way we skip.
Yeah.
Y'all catch them.
Yep.
So you got to know your number. That 180, 190 here's not a bad score.
110%.
It's like a spare conversion if it doesn't hook, and we're good there. Oh, he liked that one and runs it out, slaps the hand. Good shot, Vinny. Nice shot. Good setup for the 10th frame there. Big V, nice shot. So Trevor coming up on lane 30 has a chance to set up a 10th here and get himself back into a number. Looked pretty good off his hand.
Ah,
jumped
a little
left.
bit on him. Lennon, I love Lennon.
She's just so cute.
I just adore this little girl. Oh my goodness.
All right, so she misses the 10. It comes back, and she's like, yeah, okay. I'm
She's
good with it. It's good.
You
It's
know,
good.
I'm digging it. Let's see where Lennon is in the standings. It might be her very
Crossing over Brooklyn, 10-pin. Again, it's okay.
I'm going to go with this is Lennon's first SYC because I don't remember seeing her. Oh, she's from Fremont, Nebraska.
Oh, we like you, Fremont. That is the home of Karina Capron, another amazing champion.
Yes, she a great
and junior
player.
gold winner. So
Yep.
shout out to her today.
She
They're bowling the Penguin Classic up in Youngstown, Ohio today.
nice. This is her first SYC.
Awesome.
She won the Nebraska Bowler of the Year in her age group in her first year of bowling. She's a social butterfly and loves meeting new people. Lennox.
We got to meet her.
Lennon. I know.
I'm going to have to do this. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to,
You can hang out with her. She's going to Little River with you.
Oh, fantastic. We'll
you
have
can
to do
go
that.
chat with her and talk about Karina Capron because I'm sure she knows
I'm sure she does.
Karina's, there was a little, last year, Karina bowled in her last Coastal Classic. And her family brought a group from Nebraska and they were all like cheering on Karina. It was the cutest thing ever.
Let's go. Great spare by Mackenzie over there, by the way. I wanted to put that out. That was a crucial spare to make in the 9th frame to set up the 10th, so I wanted to point that out. I'm not forgetting that. Let's see what Simba can do here in the 10th.
Let's go, Simba.
That's a pretty good shot.
I like that shot too. Come
And
on.
boy, did that grab the track and hook left. And that was really good.
It was. All right, let's get this fair. Let's not overthink it.
A little Matthew up there. Great spare after an errant first shot. Coming back in the 10th strong with a spare. Nice work.
So I want to look up on bowl metrics. Caden's goal was to bowl a 200 game today.
Oh, really good shot by
Spare. Oh, bummer. It's all right, Caden.
Lennon short there. Didn't
So
care.
Caden at Planet Fun today, he had a little rough go, but you know what? We're gonna go over to Little River, and I think he's gonna hit his goal
do really
there.
well. Yeah, I think Little River didn't play as high as I thought they would score, but I think
Right.
they're a little better.
Well, and who knows? You guys might play him differently.
It
You
all
never
depends,
know.
and I think again, I'll go back to it. Who's ever on your pair
Yeah.
makes a big difference, and also pay attention to who you follow. I always walk down to see who we're going to cross and follow.
Yeah.
To figure out how they get set up and where they're set up at. So Vinny has to clean up an easy 6-spin here in the 10th. Again, scores way down from what we thought, except for Stevie Newton, who can really do some damage here to the field with a score coming up here of a max 211. So we're going to kind of watch this one a little bit. As Vinny cleans up that 6-spin. Stevie Newton, far left, 2-hander, great little game. And that's a tough conversion, the 310. So picking up here, she'll have a nice game. So some scores on that side, 160, 10, 172 on lane 32 for that group.
Now I'm sending credit cards with people. We're planning lunch.
Oh, just missed it. Okay, Vinny,
Come
look
on.
out. But that held, even though it
It
was,
did.
a 6, 7, 10, it held.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trevor
These
Mason.
are I'll tell you though, these scores are solid for this age
Oh, yeah.
group. Totally, and they're all disappointed. Wow, that lane, 29.
There is a spot on that lane that I have watched the last 2 matches, and
Yeah.
it just scoots through the spot, and it never sees what it needs to see.
Yeah,
And again, going back, how did they break down? Who bowled on them earlier?
For
but,
sure.
These young guys and gals in this age group, 160s, 180s, that's pretty good.
yeah. There is a question whether we are live streaming over at Little River, and we are not live streaming at Little River this year. There's just due to the size of our team and some technical requirements, we only have one live stream set. So we're live streaming at Planet Fun.
All right. Planet Fun, and I'm having fun doing this. This has been a tremendous opportunity to me to sit with you, Blair. I hope I can come back and do it again tomorrow.
100%. You are in.
Awesome.
Signed
Love
up.
it. Signed up.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. You can hang out with us whenever you want.
That's a song, but if I break into song, I will lose my day job.
Oh, man.
So we're not going to do that, as my wife
Here's
grins.
Bam Bam.
Good shot there from Bam Bam. That's just a great shot in the 10th to go 10 back.
That is a smile for Bam Bam,
And it is a
everyone.
smile, and he doubled there
Yeah.
to get some back, which is good.
Yeah, although he has had a rough go on this pair.
Good shot by Trevor to wrap up the 10th to come out with a solid 170. Right now, that's at 173. That's the highest on this pair currently, which is pretty good.
For sure.
So the last 2 are going to wrap up here. Last shot for Bam Bam here. 10 back for a
Solid.
triple in a 10th. Good shot out there. Nolan Randisi, he can shoot a $181 if he goes out. He's got that capability.
100%. They're like little mini pros.
That's a pretty good shot. Rips the rack for the first one in the 10th. Looking for the double. I'd love to know what ball he's using. I can't see it. It almost looks like a pitch black, but I'd be
Hang on, let me ask
impressed.
Mom. Mom, what's Nolan throwing?
I don't want to get it wrong.
Pitch black.
It is a pitch black. I thought
Yeah.
it was. It looked like
Yeah.
a pitch black. Still one of the good balls by Storm.
Yeah.
And still, everybody gets confused with this rule. Please look at the pitch black. It's still available for use.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%.
One of my favorites was the fast pitch, but
Yeah.
long gone. That's pretty good off his hand there. Just a little high, leaving a 6, 7, 10.
Bummer.
Hey, if you're going to leave it, not a bad spot to leave it in.
And he's in the 170s. Well, no, he's not. I lied.
68.
168. Just kidding.
But still, again, we go back to congruent to the field. Where does that?
Yeah.
It matches up the scores. So
For sure. All right. What if he spares this up on our last shot?
I'm buying him lunch.
Oh, Nolan.
It's on the table.
Come on, Nolan. You could get free lunch.
Lunch and ice cream
Oh, and
on Coach Darren.
We just doubled it up. Ice cream.
I did.
He went for it.
He went. You know what? Kudos. I love
Yeah.
it. He's after it. So
Cool. Well, Darren, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
a lot of fun.
Yes, appreciate it.
Thank you, my dear. Pleasure.
Always great. Good luck to you and Taylor
Thank
over
you.
at Little River. And shout out to Katie.
As well.
Yes,
Great team
you have
here.
a
I
great
will be
family.
back tomorrow. Everybody on the
Love it.
live stream, have a great afternoon. We'll catch up to you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Blair.
You've been watching the 2024 SYC Coastal Classic. The SYC Coastal Classic would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, Kegel, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by T&D Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.